with it. I pushed the button bypass and I push it again.
KB2 UKA.
Hey, what's going on there?
Hey, so DJ, I heard no change. I have the live stream on, and hello, Dominic. I highly suggest you go through that thing from beginning to end, because you might not even have the output correct, because there's a left and right output, and you got to make sure that it's sending the signal out the right one, because I heard no change when you hit bypass. So when you're setting it up, that's why if you start from scratch on NU9N's website, and he makes the instructions very easy to follow. That's the first thing he talks about, is you got to decide if you're going to use the left or the right side. And I haven't used mine in a while, so I think I can't remember what color it is to indicate if the L or the R is the one that you're actually processing.
Yeah, when I shipped it to him, I had it routed for left channel on in and out.
Okay. So as long as he's coming out the left, but when he when he hit bypass, it was nothing different.
Well, I just posted a video.
All right.
It's more than just, if I remember correctly, you got to hit bypass and then you got to hit accept, right, don't you?
Well, let me ask you this, DJ. On the front panel where it says DEQ, PEQ, which ones are lit up? Which one has a light next to it?
No, the only one that's got a light is memory. Nothing else is lit up.
All right, so he has none of those on, Dom. The PEQ, the DEQ, those are all off.
Because he's in memory mode. He's got to pick a channel, a memory channel. Hey, you got a screen up that's showing you the list of memories?
Yeah, there's memory 1.
Yeah, turn one of the knobs and get that to go to 6. I think it was 6, the last one in there, because that'll be the best one.
Okay, which knob, though?
Well, just turn one of them. It's either a big knob or one of those two little knobs. You'll see when you turn it. It may even be the buttons. I don't remember correctly. But it should be self-explanatory when I can't get a clear picture of it, and I don't remember it too well.
Okay, I turned it to number recall all data. I put it to number 1, but the thing comes up says recall all data.
Oh, yeah, put it to number 6 and recall all data there. Whichever is the last one in the list.
Well, now it's working, but it's not set right.
Shut it off. You're going to have to set it up for, prior, because it's way too hot.
Yeah, well, at least now we know it's getting out.
Yeah, it's working. But, but go ahead and put it back in bypass.
Yeah, DJ, hit the bypass button.
Okay, that's bypass.
No.
I just shut it off. That was the best way to do it.
Yep, yeah. You got, I'm telling you, go to NU9. I'll send you the exact link, DJ. You sit down with a cup of coffee, okay? And you enter all his settings, because you're 4K, remember that. So all his settings are for like 4K and beyond. You enter all his settings. You go step by step. And then we see what you sound like with his settings, and then we could tweak the PEQ.
You know, we're talking about DJ here, right?
Yeah, he can do it. It's literally laid out step by step.
If
Oh,
it's got
DJ,
pictures and
tell 'em whatever.
explanation, I can do it. But when it's something I got to read, that's where I get into trouble.
Yeah, Art said he'd walk me through some of that.
All right. Well, yeah, you do have to read it, but he gives pictures and explanations. But he'll say, okay, step 1, press this. Step 2, press that.
Hey, what are you, 71 years old?
72 with a disability. Don't forget.
Well, you sound like a spring chicken to me, DJ.
Over like the rest of us, we're getting dumber.
I said he sounds like a spring chicken to me.
You know, once you hit 50, man, it's the other side of the hill.
Well, 60 for me.
Well, see, he lasted longer than most of us.
Well, I'll be 50 in 6 years.
Enjoy it, enjoy it.
There's a lot of things that all of a sudden just don't matter anymore.
There's going to be areas on your body you never had pain before.
Yeah, I'm trying to prevent that. That's why I go to the gym every morning. We'll see. Hopefully it works. Otherwise, I wasted a lot of time.
I don't know. You better get a hold of some monks. The monks know how to do it. They seem to be pretty flexible in their old age.
Before I got on the radio this morning, I ran 2.5 miles on the treadmill.
See, now you could be ruining your knees.
I could be. I think about that. I could be. So I did a power jog for 2.5 miles, interval training. It's the Peloton. The very smoking hot girl says, run faster, run slower. Run faster, run slower.
Oh, I thought maybe they had like a video
on
of
top
that.
of the other. Carol gets on the exercise bike, and I'm in here, and I hear,
Oh,
wait. I go running out.
They had a video of her running in front of
She
you.
is. I said, what's the matter? She said, oh, this truck got in my road. And I said, honey, you're on a stationary bike. She says, it's my imaginary truck that's out there, and people trying to hit me and that. And I said, oh, boy. Okay, dear, just carry on.
I heard both of you. You guys almost had a perfect double.
Anyhow, yeah, so I've started to turn it on a couple times now, and when I do, then I'll take a picture.
DJ, I might have to fly up to Canada to help you with that thing. It's one of the most complicated devices I've ever set up. I know how to do it now. I know how to make it sound beautiful, but even and I've got one in my rack right to the right of me. And if I needed to change crap, I would have to go back and read NU9N's description on how to adjust it. So, oh boy, I don't know. I guess we could try to go into this right now.
Hey, DJ, that little button on the back, did you put it where it wasn't positive 20 dB?
I believe so, yeah, unless I might have bumped it or something. No, Doug, we'll just send me that link. I'll look at that. Like I said, there's no big hurry with this. I work away at it, when I have lots of time, but I don't want to just have a whole bunch of stuff going on right now with it, so we'll just leave it for now. But if you can send me that link, I can at least read it, and if there's any video or anything, I can watch that. But I can kind of go through it and kind of familiarize myself with what this unit, what all these things mean when you do this and that.
Yep. And Dominic, remember, he's terminating that DEQ into a line-level audio interface. He should keep it on +20.
All right, well, it's just real distorted. I thought maybe it was too much. He says he doesn't use fan power with his microphone. What goes right now, DJ? What goes into the DEQ 2496?
From my Golden Age pre-73 preamp.
Yeah, he's got to gain stage it. We got to start from scratch. He's got to get the levels set, and the NU9N walks through all of that.
All right, right, so you already have a preamp going into the box then, is that what you're saying? And does that require phantom power, or is it power itself, or is it another box?
It's powered itself.
Okay. All right, yeah, and then, okay, so it just seems like it's real hot, so you probably got to, like you said, you got to bring the gain down and make sure that switch is not pressed in the back.
Let me see if I can look there again.
Yeah, one way is plus 20, the other one is 12 or something. He's got to go in there and turn the phantom power off anyway, preferably when everything else is turned off. Well, he could just go in the menu and turn it off. Not the plus 20, the phantom power that they have. They got like 15 volts or something else in there, and that needs to be turned off. It was off with me, though, so I think you should be all right.
I didn't even think that thing was a microphone preamp.
No, but it has 15 volts for certain types of microphones or something. And I think I had that all turned off. So if he picks memory number 6, that'll get him started. And then and it's going to have to be adjusted for his audio. But the routing, all that stuff in that first window is already set, like with the NU9N. Because that's where I had started from, and so the only thing he's really got to do is expand it for 4K, the EQ, and make some adjustments in the EQ. I think he'll be fine in the gain.
Yeah, he'll be good. I'm going to give him the exact link. I'm going to send it, DJ. I'm going to send it to you in signals. Stand by. KB2 UKA.
Out is 12, plus 12, in is plus 22, and it's out.
Okay, and that's where it was, you mean?
Well, that's where it is now.
Oh, well, go ahead and turn it back on. Let's hear what it sounds like.
Well, I believe that's where it was when it was on.
Oh, okay, then, yeah, don't bother. We got to get your gain set up. The gain on that's turned up for what I was using it. I had to crank it up. And I didn't have the Dynacaster when I first set that up. So I had to turn the gain way up. So in that main menu is the gain control, and then there's the gains for the individual EQ frequencies, and Art knows how to navigate that. And once you bring those gains down to the level that's decent for your microphone, it should be a breeze. And then Art's just got to expand your EQ out.
Yeah, and DJ, you got to set that switch to plus 22 dBu. It should be plus 22. It should not be minus 10. You're going into a line level audio interface. You're not going into a radio. So you leave it at plus 22. But none of it matters now because, to Dom's point, it's got to, we got to gainsage it.
Okay, there it is. I got it. Okay, ESSB Hi-Fi Audio.
What's that?
I've got his website.
Oh. Most all the settings are set up for that. What he gives you. The only thing that you got to check is the gain in that menu, and that'll be different.
Yeah, but then when it's on, and if I'm utilizing it, then the EQ in the radio has to be off then, right?
Correct.
Yeah, but we wanted to see if we could hear a difference, and we did when you came back with that horrendous audio.
Yeah, that was just to make sure that it was flowing through correctly, and it is. Yeah, DJ, when whoever you set this up with, when you do it, You're going to shut off CFC. You're going to shut off the transmit EQ. Everything's going to be shut off. And we're going to go through the initial settings, make sure everything's set like he tells you in that first section, the utility menu, page 1, 2, 3. You got to make sure that's all correct. And then the first thing we're going to do is we're going to EQ you with the GEQ, which is a graphical EQ. Then after you sound pretty decent there, then we're going to EQ with the parametric EQ. Okay? That's going to make you sound really, really good. And then when you sound really good with that, we're going to add the DEQ, which is the dynamic EQ, which functions similar to a multi-band compressor. You're also going to have regular compression on in this thing. Also, so it's good. By the time the audio gets out of this thing, you're going to sound like $1 million. Then you could we could tweak it a little bit if we want with CFC audio tools, but you'll never use the EQ in Thetis again after this.
So then, like right now, the transmit EQ is lit up, so I just click it off, and then it's off. In other words, I don't have to go in to that tab and change anything then.
Correct. And you'll create a new transmit profile. You'll call it like 4K DEQ. So you'll know that you'll select that when you're using the DEQ. And then what you'll do, and Dominic kind of showed you this 10 minutes ago, you'll save memories. You'll save a 4K in your DEQ, and a 6K or whatever you want to do. So that means now in the future, if you want to go 6K, you'll click your transmit profile drop down and you'll choose 6K DEQ, and then you'll have to go to your memory setting in the DEQ and choose 6K. So you'll have two places where it's going to save, in Thetis and in the device.
And the screen is that color. It's monochrome.
Correct.
Yeah. No, it was just that it was flashing, and it didn't look like it was working, and then all of a sudden the Behringer insignia came up afterward.
Yeah, I think that button that you hit there in the end, it may have been pushed in, who knows, from maybe it being in the shipping box with the foam and everything. But it turns on right now, all the time now, right? The only thing I remember about that was when you turned it on, the screen would like go dark, dim, dark, and then it would come up with Behringer. And it was kind of like it did that ever since I got it.
Well, that's exactly what it did. It did it probably for about 5 to 6 seconds, and then the Behringer thing came up.
Yeah, I think Dwayne said it. I got that from Dwayne. By the way, when you hit Dwayne, thank him, because he gave it to me and I gave it to you. So it's, I think he said it did it with him too.
Oh, I thought this came from Doug.
No, I got Doug's old XR.
Oh, okay, my mistake then. Okay. Well, anyhow, okay, yeah, very good. Yeah, so that's what it's doing. It's kind of flashing there, and then the Behringer. Okay, so that's normal.
And I have 2 DEQs here, so if that ever goes, I could send you one of these.
I double.
I said I have 2 DEQs here, so if that ever breaks, I've got a backup for you.
I'll start.
Oh my God, doubling.
NU9N site and read through it. I have to read through quite a few times to get it to understand it.
If you want, I can help you. I can yell at you.
Can't hear you. You're breaking up.
I'll make sure you remember. It's okay. The biggest deal with that thing is the little tiny box. But once you get to navigate, and he just reminded me of something. Doug said utility. You have utility 1, 2, and 3. You're gonna go in utility 1, 2, and 3. 1 is where your gain is. There's a gain setting in there that we need to back way down to about 50%.
What's up, Mark? How you doing?
All the way up, because I needed it for the microphone I was using at the time. And I do believe the microphone was a PR781, so I had to boost the gain up. I didn't have no preamp in line. But you got a preamp in line, so you're going to have to back it down.
Yeah, there's two settings. There's a gain and output on the Golden Age here.
Right, and there'll be a gain and output in that utility window. It's called a gain. One is called a gain. I don't know. I'm not sure if the other one's called an output, but there is another one in there. So, Doug, how's your son?
He's all better. He went back to school Friday. He's all good. He went to they confirmed it was walking pneumonia. So not last Friday. What day was it? On Tuesday, whatever day it was that I went back to the doctor, they x-rayed him. They said it's the beginning stages of walking pneumonia, and they gave him a second antibiotic. So he was taking amoxicillin and Zithromax. Then on Wednesday, he had no fever for 2 days. He coughed and there was blood in the phlegm. So my wife took him to the pediatrician, and he said that's to be expected. He could go back to school Friday. And the cough's gone. He went to school on Friday, and he's doing good. Me and him, my wife and daughter are out till like 10:30 tonight. So me and him just had pizza, meatballs. He's doing good. He's playing his game.
Oh, cool. All right, excellent. Glad to hear it, man.
Yeah, it got scary there. But as soon as he got the second antibiotic, that's when the fever stopped. He needed another one. The amoxicillin wasn't hitting it.
Something to drink. VH3 KBC, I'll be...
It was a little double A. I think TJ said he was going to get something to drink.
Yeah, that's what he said. I'm saying as soon as he got the second antibiotic, that's when he started getting better.
Oh, good. I've been on antibiotics for 13 weeks now. I went from the general IV to a targeted IV, and now I'm taking the amoxicillin, the horse pills, I call them. I have to break them in half to swallow them. And I'm just about done. They want me on those until the hole seals. And it's really tiny now. It's about the size of your nail on your pinky. And so it's almost closed. Once it's closed, I can stop taking these pills.
Wow, man, you were real sick. You've been on that so long. When did you go to the hospital? What month was it?
2 months ago. It's been 13 weeks.
Wow. Well, I feel like that was much longer than that, but you're right. Yeah, it wasn't that long ago. Well, good thing you caught it.
Yeah, 13 weeks, and the vacuum pump was supposed to come off yesterday, but she felt to leave it on for the weekend. And the nurse has to close this out, close the home health nurse has to close everything out. So the nurse comes on Mondays. The LPNs come the rest of the time. So Monday, the nurse will be here, and she'll make the call to say, okay, you can remove the wound vac. And then she'll just put a regular bandage on that. And after that, I won't need them. I can just slap a bandage on it myself until it's totally healed. But it'll be good to get off this wound vac. It's like carrying around a motorcycle battery all the time. My neck's getting hurt.
Yeah, that's got to be very uncomfortable. Do you have a bag or no?
What do you mean a bag?
Did they have to give you a pee bag?
Oh, no. This is just, I got pee. I mean, I got to lean forward when I have to sit and lean forward on the toilet because the way the wound vac hose gets attached to my, you know what, and so it kind of pushes everything over to one side. So I just squat and lean forward, and I'm good.
All right, good. I'm envisioning that right now. Okay, very good. I thought maybe you had a catheter. I think you had that in the hospital.
Yeah. After the second operation, when they went in there the second time to clean it out, they stuck a catheter in, and yeah, I was filling that bag up a lot, man. I'll tell you what, my kidneys, they said my kidneys were excellent. They said they had to come in. They said, don't empty the bag. We'll do it for you. We have to measure to make sure you have enough fluid running through you. Were they ever sorry about that? Penny came in with unsweetened lemonade. I had that. It was like a pitcher. I could drink one of those in like half a day. And then water. I drink a lot of water. So I was filling that bag up like mad. They would come in like every other hour, emptying it out and recording. Like, well, we finally come to the conclusion your kidneys are working fine.
That's funny. That's funny. Well, kidneys are very important, so I'm glad they're working good.
Yes, drink plenty of water, you know, whether you like water or not. I kind of like the way water tastes because I drink it so much, I guess. But, yeah, I put, you know, the mason jars. I could do 3 of those in a day, and then whatever lemonade I drink, unsweetened lemonade I drink. So I got a lot of fluid in me.
I drink, I don't know, about 50 ounces maybe of seltzer a day. Same thing. I just like the carbonation.
Yeah, I like carbonated water. Once in a while, I'll have it just get me regular seltzer at the store, and I'll drink that. But I was going to get me one of those carbonators, but you got to buy the cartridges, or there's something that you have to get for it. I didn't want to be bothered. If there was something I could just pump up and use it, I'd be happy.
Yeah, I've never had one of those. The soda streams, they're called. Yeah, you're probably buying the CO2. And then you got to buy the flavor packets it's like a Keurig, I think. And you want to make orange seltzer or orange soda or Coke or flavored water. You got to have each cartridge.
Yeah, DJ's got one, I think.
DJ makes himself a nice cream soda in the morning while he's using the oh my God, the Black Zone.
I thought you were going to say the toilet.
Yes, while he's using the bidet, he makes himself a nice root beer.
While he's on the bidet.
Wait a minute, I just got down here. What the hell are you guys talking about?
We're saying that you sit on the bidet and you also use your soda stream at the same time.
No. Soda stream's in the kitchen. I use the bidet after I use the soda stream.
We were talking about maybe we should get a soda stream. Do you like it?
I love it. I've got 5 of those bottles, and I drink usually 2, sometimes 3, and even 4. I can't drink regular water anymore. I haven't drank pop in a long time. No alcohol. I just love my soda stream. Now it took me a couple days to get used to it. After that, I'm sold on.
Yeah, I just drink seltzer, flavored seltzer, and diet soda. That's what I drink. And I know diet soda is very bad.
I bought some of the flavored ones.
It's bad. You know, the thing in your body that produces the bile to cover the waste? They say it's bad for that.
Oh, from whatever produces bile?
Yeah, I forget the name of it. No? I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, it's bad for that. Penny went through that. She used to be a Diet Coke freak, and he told her, if you don't stop drinking this Diet Coke, it's going to kill you, and she stopped cold turkey. But, yeah, it's the deal that puts the bile all over the waist, so, you know, it comes out like it does.
Is that the pancreas?
I don't know if it's the pancreas, but they call the problem colitis or something.
Well, the gallbladder and the liver create bile.
So it's probably a gallbladder, and whatever puts the bile on the waist.
I don't think it's the gallbladder because you get that removed, no problem. A lot of people have that taken out. All right, let's do a little research here.
It's a duct. They call it a bile duct. I'm gonna step on the back porch for a second, but that's what they called it, a bile duct, and it has a name for what goes on there when it goes bad.
Is it the biliary tract?
Yeah, but what's that whole system called?
Well, your digestive system. Hold on, I'm looking.
Yeah, so the bile duct gets infected or destroyed, and it can cause you problems. But it's not a disease. They called it something else. It was colitis, or I forget exactly. Let me ask her. Hang on. I'll be back after the cigarette. I'll let you know.
Before you go, did you do the download for the correct software upgrade for the 2490s?
Yeah, it's all upgraded.
Yeah, you could skip that. Wow, we've got 20 watchers on the YouTube channel, but only 2 people commented. Come on, YouTube. Let's know you're there. Put some comments in the live stream. You've got Doug, KB2UKA, Long Island, New York, and our favorite Canadian, DJ, Victor Alpha 3, Kilo Bravo Charlie.
Bring the stream up.
Yeah, I've got a refrigerator right opposite my room here. I'm going to go grab something to drink. And we got KC8 JPZ. What's up, brother? This is Doug. DJ, I'll be right back.
Oh, there we are. Okay.
All right, I'm back. What's up, Tommy? What's up, Steve? Manuel, what's up? KC4MNE here from Florida, working on the rack, so can't do RF now.
Well, now it doesn't want to light up, so...
Well, working on the rack's the best part,
I'll
Manuel.
give it a few more seconds. Maybe I'll restart it.
What's a KB2UKA? What's going on, DJ? What doesn't want to light up?
It's just flashing. It's just flashing orange and dark orange, orange and dark orange. It's not coming up with the Behringer logo.
Well, that's strange. They are known to fail. That would be odd that it just failed now. Pull the AC cord out the back, plug it back in, and then try the power button again.
It just lit up. It's okay now.
Yeah, and I think you have it on because you sound distorted.
Hey, in that video, you tabbed the meter button and it all came up. Make sure that button ain't stuck in.
It also sounded like he put it back in line.
It did sound like it came back up.
So they're starting to see drones about 2 miles from me. They saw them last night, and they're already reporting that they're seeing them. I live in even though Long Island's very populated, where I live is pretty secluded. It's very wooded. So I have very little light interference to see the night sky. I don't see crap. I'm waiting for these things to fly over. I haven't seen a damn thing.
Well, there's a report that one was shot down, or not shot down, crashed on a highway sometime early in the morning last night, and they closed off the whole area. FBI was on the scene in minutes, but I haven't seen an official report of that. This is from social media, and another guy had a video of it earlier than the first guy, and it showed he was on an overpass looking down at the highway where it crashed. And this is one of the winged ones. This wasn't the quad, the big quads. And it was big. It was about the size, it was bigger than an F-350. And so I don't know what the story is.
GHP KBC bottom there.
KB2 UKA.
Hot, Darren. W4DOM.
Who's that, Darren?
Yeah, hot. I'm very hot. Okay, I'm bringing it down now. Am I, okay, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Intro VFR, little too hot. Okay, yeah, I hear you guys now. Over.
Yeah, I hear you now. That's good.
What's up, Gary? Yeah, what's up, Darren? You remote?
JPZ, you better be scared because you get over 60, the memory's the first thing to go, and I don't remember what the second thing is.
Well, I had to make sure that he knows that I'm still a young whippersnapper. I couldn't have him categorize me with you old guys.
Did he come on? DJ, what happened?
He's typing on the stream.
Silence is deafening.
Yeah, Doug, I'm operating remote control, but I'm having issues on my MacBook Pro. I'm on the iPad mini right now.
All right, well, you have good signal strength up here. Your S9, sometimes 5 over. I have the live stream on. And yeah, the audio sounds fine. I could tell you're on the Mac Mini. I have to share with you how I'm remoting the G2, which I'm not doing right now, but I got it all working.
No, yeah, very nice. Yeah, I saw your video there earlier on the what's called on our little chat group.
Yeah, that was just the RX. I got the TX working now too, and I watched your video today because they're out with version 19 of the G2 FPGA firmware. So I had 17 installed. So in the last month, they came out with two new versions. So whenever I update the firmware, I have to watch your video for the commands.
Yeah, I'm glad I made that video because a lot of the guys here in our group and also others are watching it. I mean, there's really no instruction out there. You got to type. We use in Linux, you got to type it exactly what it's looking for, especially when there's a space.
Yep, I'm gonna create a script and I'll send it to you guys. I just have to watch your video again for the damn commands. But you can create a script where you could tell it to run FPGA update. I'm just making that up. But then when you run FPGA update, it'll run that. It'll go all the way to get. You type in one thing, and it'll go all the way to GitHub, and it'll download the bin file instead of having to keep typing it in. But the script is really needed for the P2 app. That's where that one's more complicated.
Yeah, Roger on that. Yeah, I haven't still. Before you mentioned to be use the Apple EarPods, but before that, I want to try something. Perhaps connecting a DJI remote microphone, a Bluetooth microphone that I use to make videos on. Use a DJI microphone and see if that would work.
I'm sure that would work very, very well. I'm into all the audios. So what I did, it's not here yet. I bought an Audio Technica Boom headset. And it's got very good reviews. And then I bought it's called the ATR2X USB. It lets me take that Audio Technica headset and convert it to USB. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to EQ that, and then when I use my laptop remote, it's going to sound the same way that it sounds sitting here at the desk, because the way I'm running remote, when I connect to the PC, I'm also sending the audio from, let's say, my laptop into the Soundcraft. So I'm able to control my remote audio and EQ it in the Soundcraft just like I can when I'm sitting here.
looking at the Audio Technica. Is it the model number AKHM50? It's I think this one has an XLR. Or if you have a chance, to send that over to the group, the link.
Yeah, stand by. Let me just look on the receipt. It just shipped the other day. It's not here yet. KB2 UKA.
So what do you got, DJ?
I'm here. I'm just watching or just listening to the YouTube.
Oh, yeah, so did it power on?
No, I shut it off. It did power on. It took quite a while. Then it came on. I shut it off. Turned it on 2 or 3 times, and it powered right up. So I don't know. Maybe because I pushed that back button to in for plus 22. I don't know. Anyhow, I'm gonna wait a little bit, and then I'll push it in again. Turn the power on, see what happens.
Yeah, I noticed in one of those videos you had hit the meter button and it popped right on. So I was wondering, does that button look like it's being held in or something? Is it going in and out like it's supposed to?
Hey, John, welcome to the insanity. Thanks for joining us. I think I missed the 30 KB2. I'll just do it before the 40. KB2 UKA.
We did do the 30, but all right.
Yeah, I just turned it on again, and it was just flashing. So I was pushing those buttons, nothing happened. So it just takes time to warm up and fire up.
Yeah, I got you. Well, it probably just needs to run for a little while. I don't know. If you can get into bypass and just let it run, that'd be nice. All that cold air that had to go through. The only thing that it did with me is when I turned it on, that would flicker, but not like what you showed. It would just flicker twice and go right into Behringer. It just seemed like these were longer, and there was nothing on the screen the whole time. I had the Behringer coming up during the flick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it finally came on, but it took quite a while.
Yeah, I would let it run. If you're in bypass right now, you can leave it run. Just let it run a while.
There is zero. Dom, was I talking to you the other night when I was looking at the ADS, the flight tracker? There is 0 military planes in the tri-state area right now. There were so many here the last couple of nights. Now there's none.
Yeah, I don't know. There was a couple of those videos I saw where I actually saw what looked like a helicopter, but yeah, they were calling them drones. So I don't know. And we did see a lot of helicopters up that night. I think that was the night this all went down, right?
Yeah, it was. No, I think it was like 2 nights ago. This has been going on since the end of November over here, but I don't know. There were a bunch of Army planes on the east end of Long Island. Nothing now. Nothing at all over Jersey. I bet all their transponders are off. They got to be there.
Yeah.
Test 1, 2,
well,
3.
I know people have been shooting at him. There was one guy that videoed himself shooting at one of the aircraft or one of the drones. And he was using traces so he can get a good bead on it. He got a couple of shots on it. We saw sparks come off of it.
Yeah, I saw that one. He was using the purple tracers. It didn't phase it at all.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it in bypass. I'm leaving it on there.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you got that right, Charles. Oh, man. I'm getting sleepy. Where's Art? Is Art getting on here? How's his new computer?
Well, it's running really good. It's a really fast computer. I got to say that. It's definitely a nice machine. I was inside it today remotely for a little bit, and it's definitely pretty quick. But I haven't... he said he'd be on tonight, so I don't know when he's going to get on. He usually gets on a little later. but maybe he'll get in here earlier.
What CPU did he get?
The AMD Ryzen.
What was a 7 or a 9?
Oh, I don't know. Like, I guess the 9. I don't know. Richard was in here. He could tell you. He got the same setup.
Yeah, Steve's great. Let's see. Yeah, I was playing around on Micro Center's website today, building one. Hello, Paul.
Oh, you want a new one too?
Yeah, this thing's gonna approach 5 years now. I'm ready for something new.
Yeah, mine was 4 years old when I went to this one. I still got the other one, and I got 11 on it. It was a 10 machine, but it's got 11 on it with no problems and no complaints. I'm leaked into it with remote desktop. I don't have the monitor or keyboard or mouse on it. I just go in through my computer. And that one, I like the way the display is. I guess because it's a lower resolution, 1024 by 9 something.
Yeah, John, I've seen you on Steve's live stream before. Nice speaking with you.
I think the video looks even better than when I just look at my machine. It's like, but it's coming through the network, then going to my video card. So I think it's the change in resolution between the 1024 and the 3000 I have mine set for. But it was really great on my display.
What do you know if he got a 4070 graphic card or lower than that?
Who are?
Yeah.
He's using his old one for now. He might get one later on.
All right, yeah, I'm running a 2070. I think the 4070 or 4090. I'm gonna seize. Excuse me. Yeah, so I'm gonna build a whole. Man, I was looking at the Threadrippers. Oh, the cheapest one is 1,000. They've got some of them for like $3,000.
Oh yeah, it's insane.
You could easily build a friggin', $9,000 computer if you go nuts.
Well, a little bit. I'm trying to get to it.
One, two, three, 3, 2, 1. And 4 VFR.
KB2 UKA. We're hearing you fine, Darren.
Yeah, W4DO.
Yeah, roger that, Doug. Yeah, I can hear myself on the WebSDR. I don't sound like myself.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't know. You can EQ in Smart SDR and probably improve it a little bit.
All right, look at my post. That's the video card John just ordered.
Yeah, 4060. Yep, that's a good card. I think that's not even a year old.
Yeah, something like that. But it's under $400. 8 gig DDR6. It's loaded, and it's just the TI, the titanium one. They got one without the TI.
Yeah, setting up a computer from scratch. I haven't done it in a while. That's like a 3-day ordeal. You got to assemble it, then you got to check the BIOS, and then you got to get everything set up. And it's such a pain in the butt, but it's fun.
Well, Art started yesterday after work, right? He had a half a day. And then he just got Thetis on, I don't know if it was this morning or last night, but he had just gotten Thetis on. So he was putting his log pro M back on and getting his FT8 stuff out of the way. So he's up and running. He's been up and running, and he's ready to go. So about a day and a half, maybe a whole day if you start in the morning. Just plug and play.
Yep. I think when I'm ready, I'm going to just, There's one micro center on Long Island. It's like 30 minutes from my house. I'm just going to go there and go to the desk and tell them everything I want and have them hand it to me.
Yeah, duplicate what Richard and Art got, because that's a pretty good system. I don't like AMD myself, but they went with the AMD processors and because they've been Intel guys their whole life, so they wanted to go with something different.
I'm running an AMD. I'm running a Ryzen 7 right now, but from 2019. So there's even faster Ryzen 7s today. Compared to Intel, I know when I was gaming, you could clock these things better than the Intel chips. At least that's my experience.
Yeah, I never had a problem. I could clock them. Like this one here is 2 gigahertz. It's clocked up to 4.5 gigahertz now, and it runs great. Temperature's good, and I'm not even at the full extent of what I could clock it to. There's 2 levels. I'm on the first level, which is plenty. That gives you 2 profiles, one and then one more extreme.
Yep. KB2 UK. I'm just going to be on the side here for a sec.
All right, W4 dealing. Hey, I'm going to step outside and have a smoke. I'll be right back, guys.
One, two, three, 2, 1. And for VFR, I'm on I think I'm on my Bose Q45 headset. I don't know. Is this working? Hang on. Let me increase the levels here. Okay. N4 VFR on the Bose QC45.
I think it's sounding the same. Why don't you put your finger over the microphone on the iPad to make sure it's not the iPad mic?
Hey, I wish I could listen to myself. Let me click on this monitor. Yeah, but I don't hear myself on the Bose headset. Myself on the Bose headset.
Wow, did you just turn the amp on?
No, that was me playing them back. That was me recording, playing his recording back, DJ.
Oh, okay.
Could you play that back? I can't hear you. I'm living on the way looking at it now.
Yeah, well, why don't you give me more audio? Because that was very, very quick. Go ahead, Darren.
Okay, this is N4. Okay, it's a little too hot. N4 VFR. Using the Bose headset Q45. That's 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Over. Okay, this is N4. Okay, it's a little too hot. N4 VFR. Using the Bose headset Q45. That's 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Over.
There you go.
Okay, I don't like that. It sounds like I'm in an airplane. That rushing air sound.
Yeah, so that's why I don't think it's the Bose headset. I think you're still using the iPad microphone.
Yeah, 123. Yeah, on the Technica, Audio Technica headset, I don't know how you can connect that to the iPad mini. I might go ahead and invest in those ear pods like you mentioned.
Does your iPad mini have a USB-C by any chance?
Oh yeah, you know what? It does. I'm using it right now to charge it up. You know what I'm gonna do? If you have time, I'm gonna hook up the DJI microphone and see how that works.
Yeah, well, you're getting louder on me now, so this would be a good time. But write this down: Alpha Tango Radio 2 X-Ray. Alpha Tango Radio 2 X-Ray USB. That's how I'm going to interface the headset to USB.
Yeah, good copy. I see it here, the Alpha Tango 2 X-Ray USB from Audio Technica. It's actually like $20. It's on sale right now on Amazon.
This is KB2 UKA. Anyone else on frequency want to jump in?
It's a Saturday night, so it's pretty quiet.
You got that right, DJ.
I'm back.
Yeah, 24, what is it? 27 degrees Fahrenheit outside, and I've got 74 in the shack here. Nice and comfortable in the shack. And man, it was nipply this morning, though, outside.
Oh, it was cold. We're 28 degrees here now. We're probably going to go down to about 22. And, yep, I'm about 75 degrees in here right now.
We're at 43. Supposed to get down to 41. And then we're going to warm up Monday. 67 high, 52 low. Tuesday, it's going to get even warmer. 72 high, 55 low. And then it starts going back down. Wednesday, 78, 50. Thursday, 58, 32. So we're going to have a couple of good days.
Yeah, we're tomorrow night rain's going to come in, and then the damn temperature is going to go back up to like 58, 59 and rain all week, like Monday through Thursday. It's going to turn into a swamp. It should not be that warm this time of December. When I'm ready for the cold, I'm ready for the cold. I want 30 degrees, 40 tops.
I was hoping when we got that foot of snow that it would stay and turn colder and stay that way for the rest of the winter, but no such luck.
I don't know, you got some snow. Oh, you guys, we got a big windshield wiper band of rain and snow going across the mid part of the country. It's actually past there. It's more east. And it looks like they're going to hit all of us. We're going to get the tail end of it, maybe not much. But I don't know. I think you're going to get all the snow in the world here in about a day, DJ.
Yeah, my rain's going to be his snow. Oh, go ahead, Darren.
Okay. Can you hear me? Is it a different sound? I'm on the DJI microphone.
Yeah, so it sounds overdriven, but it still sounds like you're in a shower or in a bathroom. It still has that very airy, echoey sound. So, do you have that clipped on your shirt?
Yeah, it's too loud. Hold on, bringing it down. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's up to my shirt. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, over.
Hook it to your nose. Oh, yeah. It does sound better, but it does have that echoey sound or tunnel sound.
Okay, yeah, the echoey sound, I'm listening to SDR since it's a better... Remember, I got a lot of noise on my PPA, so I'm listening to SDR, and you heard the feedback off of it. It sounds echoey.
Your level's good. Bring some highs into it, right, Doug?
Yeah, how many band EQ? I forgot how many band EQ Smart SDR has. Cut it 500 drastically. Cut the crap out of like 5 to 800, and then let's hear what that sounds like.
Okay, yeah, the 500 is already like minus, it looks like -4. I'll cut it down some more. There's 500, I brought the 500 down just about a half a circle over.
Yeah, now the one next to it, what's the next one?
1K.
No, the other way.
250 hertz.
Yeah, where's that?
That's like a -3.
Oh, shouldn't he bring that one down with it, Doug?
Yeah, but it's not picking you up right, Darren. It really sounds like you're too far from the microphone, and you're gonna get the same sound on the. You need something close to your face. So like it could be, and that's why I'm surprised the Bose earpods didn't sound better. What do you have? Hold on. Are you at 4K or at 3K?
I am at 4K. Now, I'm having the microphone now. I think is that a little too hot?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so your signal's not strong enough to me. I'm not seeing any of the energy at the top of 4K. Yeah, I think you should get something closer to your mouth. With the Audio Technica thing that I'm getting, that's because I'm insane. You don't need that for remote. Like even an old school earphone with the built-in mic for a telephone. Remember those on the wire and the mic was like halfway down and you could hold it up near your mouth? You just need to get something closer to your mouth.
Yeah, I hear you. Something close to my mouth. So yeah, I am now holding the microphone about like maybe 2 inches from my mouth, and that improves a little bit. I had to bring the gain down to like 4, and now I can see some compression on the meter here.
Yeah, it's still a little too loud. Go back off of it. Go about 3-4 inches away.
All right, now I backed off of it. I'm like about only 2/5 away, and I'm not excited. I'm talking normal. Over.
Yeah, he could use some more energy in the bottom. I can't hear him down there, but I can see it.
Yeah, I don't know. I know you have that 20 dB boost on, correct?
Yeah, it's 20 dB boost is on.
Did you see the energy on that beep when he did that?
Yeah, that popped up.
Yeah, he needs more of that.
EA3 KBC top of the hour. I'm going to call it a night, guys. Catches maybe in the morning. Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie.
KB2 UKA. Good night, TJ.
You're not going to mess with that tonight?
No, I was reading NU9N's page. I got to go through it several times to digest it. So, no, I'm not playing with it, Dominic.
Oh, all right, because I figure when Art gets here, he can set you up.
Oh, I'm tired. We had the little Bryson overnight, so he was up in the middle of the night. And so I want to get to bed early.
All right, good night.
Good night, DJ. I'll catch you in the morning.
All right, 73 DJ. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, Doug. Well, either the earpods or that Audio Technica. I think the Audio Technica with the microphone that's near my mouth. I would be best.
Yeah, just wait till I get mine because I have a weird suspicion. It might not work right. So, I'll keep it though because I'm looking at this ATR 2X, and it has 3.5 millimeter plug for the headset and the microphone. And did you say the BP, what I ordered was XLR?
I'm liking the way you start to sound.
Yeah, he just sounded good.
You just need some more highs now.
No, Doug, I didn't see what you ordered. Yeah, I'll hold off of it right now. How much are this earpods for the Apple?
We do 20, 30, 40 over top of there.
Yeah, we did it. I'm looking right now. AirPods are the newest ones are the AirPods 4, and those are $179 with the active noise cancellation. I believe you could also get them for $129.
Use those for hearing aids too?
Right now it's 100. Yeah, 169. That's the overall pick. I mean, that's cheaper than the Audio Technica.
Yeah. Who's that, Brian?
Somebody trying to get in.
I said that I think they got an app or something. They're authorized, or they're medically.
You guys hear him
for
talking?
the American.
Yeah, I hear him. Hold on.
Yeah, for hearing aids you can use them for now too, right?
Yeah, Roger, Brian. I don't think the guys down south hear you. You're at the cabin though. That's probably why. Yeah, they're certified hearing aids now as well. So if you get the AirPod 4 with the noise cancellation, you can use them as certified hearing aids.
Hello, Brian.
Hello, Dom. Yeah, well, I don't know nobody ever can hear me, but that's okay. I enjoy listening.
Well, you two, the other Brian I was talking to, but good evening to you. Somebody else is talking. Let me say well.
All right, Roger. So we got N2UNL. Who else is in there?
This is Brian, KF4OUH.
Oh, and the other Brian in Georgia. Hello, Brian. Brian's everywhere. Yeah, so I would personally do the AirPods, Darren. When I had the Flex, for the few times that I used it remote with my iPhone, I used it with the AirPods and it sounded pretty damn good. Oh, boy. So, Dominic, what do you got planned for Sunday?
Staying warm, hoping that this thing doesn't leak in. That's it.
Yep. I don't think we have much to do tomorrow. Jillian's got a singing lesson tomorrow night. I got to take her to that. That is not in the city, which is good. It's out here. And then, back to work on Monday. I go to work till Friday, Dom, and then I'm off until January 2nd.
Oh, that's a good long week.
It is. So, all right, listen to this. So I ordered a Power Genius from Flex, okay? And I ordered it, and I made the payment type. I asked them to invoice me. And the reason I wanted them to invoice me, I was assuming it was going to be a PayPal invoice. And PayPal lets you split the payment. And I want to split the payment because I can hide $3,000. I can't hide $6,000. So they sent me a friggin' invoice, like 40. I emailed them right away because I thought the invoice was going to be automatic and it never came. So I emailed them, hi, I want to give you $6,000. Can you please send me a invoice? 48 hours later, they send me, hello, here's your payable invoice. That's it. I go into the invoice and I go to pay. The invoice is like, with shipping, it's like $6,100. So I go to make one payment for $3,000 and it rejects. So I'm like, that's weird. It's my Amex. It shouldn't reject. So I just for shits and giggles, I try another card and it rejects. So their invoice will not allow me to pay a lesser amount. So I was going to go in twice. I was going to pay like $3,000 and $3,000 or $5,000 and $1,000, however I wanted to split it up. So then I emailed them back. I need 2 invoices. This is the reason why I chose this option. I want to split my payment. That was 72 hours ago, and they have not replied. And I've emailed them twice since.
Oh, wow. Yep. Some money doesn't mean nothing no more, Doug.
Yeah, it's like, I don't get it. I know a lot of people buy Flex, but there's not a lot of people buying a 6,000 amplifier, okay? They're not selling 100 of them a year. They're just not.
Who's ever in charge of that is probably a DEI hire.
Yeah, or they know my name from the Flex Enthusiast page.
Yeah, it could be that.
It could be that. It could be. Hold on. If I could remote from the county Apache at home, you all could hear me. Okay, sorry. So I want to get it. It's actually the best piece of equipment they've ever built. It's supposed to be a phenomenal amplifier. And I'm going to sell my VK amp, which will cover about half the costs of the PGXL.
You know, we all should, like, set a time on the side. We rent a cabin somewhere in the middle of everybody and go. Make sure there's at least a keg of beer there and plenty of food and have a get-together. We got to video it.
Oh, what, all of us?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, all right. So you got everyone, you got people as far north as DJ, and then you got as far south as Darren and Mike, right? So I guess the middle, you know exactly where we should go, right to Washington, D.C.
Oh, no. We get in trouble. We got to go someplace where we can be by a lake or something, you know, in the woods. We got people out. You got people out west too now. I mean, there's always who am I thinking of? Reese is out in Mississippi.
We could do Tennessee. That's kind of central to everyone.
Yeah, that might work. Well, yeah, something. Hey, it would be really great. We'd have to get a big place, cabin by a lake, and do like I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, and we should do like a mini field day.
Right. Oh yeah, we gotta have a radio set up. I'll put Mike in charge of that.
Oh, he's the best one to be in charge of that. He'll come up with the trailer.
Yeah. Him and Roger.
Bring a 7300. Don't talk like that.
Hey, Reese, what's going on?
Oh, man, I was just sitting here talking in the mail, nodding off.
I hear you. All right, buddy. So I'm glad to hear you.
Hey, what's up, Reese? I got a copy on you up here.
Hey, good evening. Is that Doug?
Roger. I got you about S8, S9.
Oh, good deal. I was watching, it said live feed, but I don't think it was. We're on YouTube.
Yeah, I got the live going. So yeah, there's we got Well, we had 30 people a little while ago. Then it slowed down. We got about 15 people in the chat now.
Are they all hams?
I think they are. I think they're all hams. I love when sometimes you get the non-ham. A couple of weeks ago, I was streaming, and some guy comes in. He goes, "What the hell did I stumble upon?" You got to think about it. If you have no idea what this hobby is, or like you might have heard about it, or you think it's CB radio and you know what that is, and you end up in a YouTube channel of a live stream of ham radio on an SDR, they think they're looking at something military. Hello, Dominic. All right, where's Art? Dom, give Art Collins a call and tell him to get his ass on here. KB2 UKA.
Where's he at?
I don't know, but he should be on here. Come on.
Oh, you mean Art Collins as in the radio host?
As in N4QNT.
I don't know where he's at. I sent him a message before. He might be, his wife keeps him on that short leash.
See, mine's... She just texted me about 10 minutes ago. The show doesn't end till 10:30, and they're like 35, 40 minutes from home. I could be on here till 11 o'clock tonight.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so you get to play radio.
Yeah, the problem is... on the weekends, Dom, I'm in this room a lot. Like, I'm down here a lot. I'm talking local to the guys on 40 meters. Sometimes I play a DXer on 10, 15, 20, 17, I mean, and 15. So, I actually do get tired. Like, I'm tired now. I'm watching a good documentary on Netflix about an alien abduction in Manhattan, which you might remember because I remember it as a little kid. It was like 85. This lady said she got sucked through her brownstone and floated up into a spaceship. They did a whole documentary on it.
Oh, wow. And anyway, I put a Merry Christmas in the chat, and if Lowe's not paying attention, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Yes, Merry Christmas, everyone. And Quentin, yeah, definitely get your general, because all the fun happens on HF. Yeah, definitely go for that. But yes, it was a 10-meter contest today. Even I partook in it for about 3 minutes.
I got my kerosene heaters today.
Oh, those, what the hell is that model? Are those the round cylinder ones that blow the hot air?
And I got
doubled.
Tried it out, man. That thing, it cranks some heat.
What, are they the old ones that you just built some foam on the bottom and then they got the cage built around it?
It's got a tank. It comes with a pump.
Wow, Mark.
Hold the gallon, and then you drop the tank
Mikey,
in it.
get in
it's
here,
got
Mike.
a wick down below it. It's got an
KG2MM. Get
auto
in here.
start. Man, that thing heats up like you don't want to know. I had the living room, and it's a big open space. I mean, big open space with a 10-foot ceiling. I had it up to 70 degrees in there with that thing on there.
That's pretty good. So you got it. What are you going to use these?
Well, in case we get an ice storm and we lose power and utilities, or these drones finally release the killer robots, I'll have a way to keep the house heat when the grid goes down.
Are you in there? Are you on live?
I'm not.
KG2MM, you on the radio?
He's almost home from a Christmas party. How come there's a wrench next to his name?
Oh, he's an admin on my channel. Mike and I go way back.
Oh Lord, you gave him admin privileges?
All right, so I think I knew Mike before I knew you, and the reason is because I was on a vertical and I was probably 20 over to him every time I'm 40 meters in Florida. And he was like 20 over to me. And then actually when I went horizontal, yeah, don't get jealous, Dom. You see that? Dom, you know, I could give you the wrench if you want.
Wait.
Mike's the enforcer. He could kick anybody out of the chat that gets a little out of hand.
I'm going to report him to the Trump admin. Who's G9BSW? Let me look him up.
How do I get on to see this feed on YouTube? What is it again?
Yeah, look up JB2UKA. JB2UKA. Uniform Kilo Alpha.
On YouTube?
Yeah.
JB2, do it again.
JB2UKA. Uniform Kilo Alpha. UKA. And click on his live.
Roger, I just sent you a picture of my heater.
All right. Okay.
Into NMR.
Hey, Jack.
What's happening?
Not much, you see it. This is it. We're all looking at Doug's live. We're all live on 399 if you want to go there.
Hey, Jack, it's Doug, KB2UKA. Sounding good here.
Hey, Doug, same here. Sound really good. Who else out there?
DJ just left. Brian, N2UNL, at his cabin upstate New York. You might not hear him. Or you might. I don't know. And then Brian down in Georgia. And a few more knuckleheads should get in here soon, I would think.
You know, his call doesn't come up G9BSW.
Yeah, but I know him. He's on K1GMM's page all the time. His name... Oh, my God. I can't believe I'm forgetting it. Maybe I am getting old, Dom. Hold on. His name is... He just sent it to me. I think it's Steve? No, not Steve. Oh, gosh. I can't... G9BSW. What's your first name?
He's bloody English. I'm just kidding.
No, I'm just going nuts because he put his name in one of the posts and I cannot... Oh, here we go. Hi all. John. Yes, John. Yeah, you know, Dom, some people choose not to be on QRZ.
Oh, well, yeah, that's what I figured. I just didn't get his name. I was curious. And the call sign. But, yeah.
So where's this group? What are you doing live?
Oh, YouTube. Go to YouTube and look up KB2UKA. I'll wait till you get there and give it to you again. But go to YouTube and he does kind of live up. You can hear what you sound like up where he lives on Long Island.
KF4OUH.
Yeah, I just suggest if you're listening to the live stream, you should mute it. You can watch it back anytime. It's not going to go away when I shut it off. You should, it'll drive you nuts because it's like a 10-second delay. So, but yeah, you're going to hear and see your signal report exactly as I'm hearing it here in my headset. The stream is direct into OBS from the Anon. So, I even shut off NR2 so you could hear what you really sound like. KB2 UKA.
And I usually keep it muted until I want to hear myself. I'll say something while it's muted, and then when I unkey, I unmute, and then, a couple of seconds later, I hear my audio come back. W4 dealer. Jack?
I gotta run upstairs and get a phone charger. My cell phone just died. Keep it going, guys. KB2 UKA.
All right. Where'd you go, Jack?
Yeah, audio's very low, though. I don't know if there's an audio setting on there I have to find. I can turn it all the way up, but it's still very low.
Yeah, maybe the one on your computer. If you go into your sounds, and it'll be playback. Inside, if you go control panel, sounds, playback, you'll see the audio as it's coming across, and there's level in there. You may have to turn that up. Usually it defaults to 50%.
Yeah, I found it. I just heard myself on it. That's pretty cool. I'm listening to it. Is that an S7 noise level?
Oh, I don't know. You gotta listen to it, just hear the noise, and then look at the meter. Yeah, no, I was listening to my audio go across. It's not too bad.
I'm not sure how to get into the chat. Oh, is the chat on there?
Yeah, it'll be on the right-hand side. You'll see. Let me see what happens when I X out. Yeah, it just says show chat right up at the top. Are you guys subscribed to YouTube? Like, do you have a free account and logged in?
No.
You need to get your free account, and then you just, you see show chat at the top. Click it, and you'll be in the chat. I just log in with my Google account.
Yeah, it says sign in to chat.
No, yeah, just sign into YouTube. Go up to, I think it's the top right. You can go in there and sign in, and you can just use your Google account. You won't have to do nothing. It'll log you in.
UKA, I'm back.
Hey, Doug, you scraping ice up there yet, or what?
Nah, not really. It's cold. It only hit 30 today. I got up, it was like 22. It's 28 now. It's going to drop back down. No snow. It's going to warm. Earlier this past week, it was 60 and raining. Okay. And it's going to be like 58 Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all rain. And then it's going to get cold again for the weekend. So, no, we haven't had snow in 4 years up here.
My amp dropped out.
You tuned?
I still hear you.
I hear you.
All right, so when I went upstairs to charge the phone, I did a drone check. Nothing in the skies here. But they were seeing them last night at like 2 in the morning, a mile from me.
This is getting ridiculous.
It really is. It really is. And what I'm worried about the most is that the truth is probably the simplest. These reports that are coming out that these things are searching for gamma rays. That's the scariest shit. Because if they think there's a dirty bomb in the tri-state area, that would make a lot of sense on why these things are flying around.
Yeah, but why at night?
They were recorded today during the day, and they are straight up U.S. military. They're unmarked, but they are 100% military.
They're probably not ours, if anything. I don't know. But you'd think by now, after everybody sees it, they would say, yeah, that was ours, but they're not. So they're not ours.
Right, and if there was a dirty bomb around here and they're looking for it, they would at least come out and say we're doing a test. You're right, because they don't want to come out and say we're looking for a dirty bomb. You all might have radiation sickness in the next week, but they should say something if it's ours.
So it's a cover-up then. They're doing some kind of operation and they don't want to scare people.
Well, one supposedly crashed on a highway, so what's the deal with that? Did you hear anything about that, Doug?
Yeah, they haven't released anything. That was in Jersey. That's not here. Remember, I'm on Long Island. I saw all those posts. I saw all the emergency vehicles and everything and the guys on the ATVs, but they haven't said a damn thing about what it was. And then the other picture was you had a plane crash 2 days ago, a small Cessna plane on Route 684 in Westchester County, New York, okay? And then the day before that, you had a large jet have to return to Kennedy Airport because it allegedly had a bird strike. I don't know. That's all weird. Okay, you got 2 down planes in 24 hours. A drone could have flown into the damn engine of that plane that had to turn around. So they got to be shot down.
At this point, treat them as enemy aircraft and shoot the damn things down.
Afraid to fly over South Carolina.
Yeah, or even I wish they would go upstate New York. If I unload a shotgun slug here in the air, I'll be in jail in about 3 minutes. But upstate, you can do whatever the hell you want. And even our governor, the wonderful Wicked Witch of the West, I don't even want to call her that because that's popular right now with Wicked. But Kathy Hochul made a press release a few hours ago that enough is enough. They had to shut down an airport in upstate New York last night for like 2 hours. And she said, enough is enough. I need all these laws. You see what they do? They use it to get more power. I need these laws passed so that the state can take care of the drones, blah, blah, blah. But I need the president right now to take care of it. You're telling... doesn't each state have an Air National Guard? Okay? New York should go shoot it down. Jersey should go shoot it down.
We don't have a president right now.
Where the hell is the FAA?
FAA been real silent. Okay, I think when this first came to light, this has been going on since the end of November, but it really got a lot of press probably Monday, right? Like Monday, Tuesday it started. The FAA made like one statement that they see nothing on their radar. That's it.
We need drone owners like you to take your drones and kamikaze them into these things.
Well, Dom, I was outside in 25-degree weather last night for 2 hours smoking a huge cigar with 3 layers on, a hat, a hood, and gloves, staring up at the sky waiting for this damn thing, and it never showed up.
Trust me, down here in the South, everybody be outside with their high-power rifle waiting for it.
Well, I saw that video of the guy shooting it with the tracer rounds, and it looked like the damn bullets bounced off of it.
It flies over this lake. It's going down and never to be found.
Well, it got a little closer to you. They were spotted in Maryland last night.
Oh, wow. W4DOM. I'm going to take a bathroom run. I'll be right back, guys.
Leave it. Don't take it, Dom.
KF4OUH.
Hey, Jack, what's your call?
November 2, November, Mike, Romeo.
Yeah, there you are. Okay. All righty. Yeah, you're sounding good from South Carolina. No problem. What's Dom? Like 40 over to you?
Oh, yeah. Well, my door's off. He's 2 miles away.
We have a radio host in Atlanta that's supposedly is well connected, and he's usually pretty accurate when he comes up with stuff. And he used to run redstate.com years ago, and he said his people are telling him that ships show up in the Atlantic Ocean the same time these drones show up. And he was told that they're Chinese submarines that the drones are being launched from. Now, I don't know if the submarines are drones themselves or are they full-size manned submarines, but that's what Eric Erickson is saying down here.
See, that's scary shit, okay? Because no one's even mentioned China. I know they said, the Chinese sent the balloon, but they really haven't been talking about China. Now, I read tonight that Iran has a converted cargo ship that they've converted to actually be what they call a mothership for drones. And this thing went missing on our radar, at the end of November. So the report I read said the ship could have came here and launched these things. But that would make a lot more sense because there's representatives in Jersey that one guy was on the TV last night. He said he saw with his own eyes 50 of them emerge coming from the horizon of the Atlantic Ocean. So that would be very, very convenient for them to just be coming out of a damn submarine. That's some scary crap. And if we know that and we're not acting, not good.
And the subs themselves could be, droned as well, all autonomous.
Right. If you could fly in the air autonomously, you could swim in the ocean.
Okay.
In the meantime, we're an embarrassment to the world because we're not doing anything about an invasion.
100%. An invasion over the most populated part of the country. It's unbelievable. And what's even crazier, going back to what you said, Brian, if those subs are autonomous, they're not even being remote controlled, okay? And they don't think these drones are being remote controlled. They're all AI, because I don't think you're sending RF underwater from China to Long Island. You know what I mean? So that they would just release them to go, and the chip is making the decision on where it goes.
Yeah, that's what I heard someone saying, that there's no radio transmission from a vessel to the drone, that the drones are operating on their own with AI. It's like Skynet, man.
I'm sorry, I keyed with you. You said Skynet?
Yeah, it's like Skynet, that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, those autonomous AI drones, hunter killer drones that were all flying around killing people.
Oh, yeah. Yep. That was the Skynet chip that he gets from the T-100 model from the first movie. And then he works on it. And then, oh, yeah, man, it's all coming true. But if those friggin' Chinese drones, they're flying, it's mostly in Jersey. It's only been on Long Island the last night and a half. And I haven't seen one, but I have my whole alarm system is Ring. So I have the Ring app, and people normally post lost cat, lost dog. Somebody stole my packages off my porch. Now every 20 minutes there's a drone over the post office. There's one over Main Street in this town. So if people in Jersey are saying these things are 5 feet above their roof.
If I get one 5 feet above my roof, my Mossberg 590 is coming out of the closet. I'm throwing some slugs at it.
Absolutely. You know what? If there's one 5 feet above my roof, screw it. I'm firing at it here.
There's the sense of urgency. I mean, they're violating airspace. They're flying over military complexes, and nobody's doing anything. What the hell is going on?
I think they know what's going on. They can't do anything about it.
Right. So think about it, right? Let's say it's China and these damn things are doing reconnaissance over the tri-state area, okay? What are the options? Well, the only option is to scramble some F-16s and shoot the damn thing down, and now you kill people on the ground. So they might be paralyzed and not really not know what to do.
But look at who's in charge of this place. Kamala's missing in action. Joe's wandering around, doesn't know where the hell he's at.
And Obama left the country on November 6th and hasn't been seen since.
and Pelosi's in Germany.
In a hospital.
It's crazy.
It's really nuts. It's really nuts. And what scared me even more, and he finally said something yesterday, Trump has been silent on this too. So then I'm like, okay, this would be Trump's perfect opportunity to talk about how inadequate and inept our government's being, and he's not friggin' saying anything. And then yesterday he made the statement that they need to be shot down, but January 20th's got to come quick.
Amen. W40.
Yeah, I agree. KG2MM. Good evening.
KG2MA.
Wow, you are 15 over, Mike, and you're the same as John.
November 5, Yankee Whiskey Papa.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you for the signal report. Yeah, all right. Sounds good. Made me feel good tonight.
Yeah, you're booming in. And how you doing, John?
Hey, what's up, Jack?
Good evening.
Hello, John. Coming in good. Hello, Mike. You too.
Yeah, well,
Everyone.
all that stuff is happening right in my neighborhood. That I sent a clip in the group there, but yeah, that's all right my stomping grounds here.
Hey, John, have you seen one yet with your own eyes?
My wife and I both have, and now we realize, now that we've seen, now we know what we're looking for. We realize we've been seeing them for a while. We just thought, because they move slow and they have the lights, and if they're up high enough and far enough away, they almost look like it could be a helicopter or a plane, so you could easily be fooled. But now, seeing them close up and also, now knowing what to look for, yeah, you totally realize what's going on. But the other night, a couple of nights back, the Coast Guard reported that 15 or 16 of them were chasing the Coast Guard up the shore there. So there's professional witnesses to that. The police witnessed it. One police officer witnessed what is reported to be up to 50 of them. So, the thing is, when you analyze all this stuff, right, there's a lot to look at here. But if you break it down into smaller pieces, like start with the drone itself, the fact that it's the size that it is, you have to think, well, who could afford or who would have something that powerful, that big, that can fly for that long, right? Because they're reporting these things flying for hours, right? So you need something that big, that heavy to fly for hours. That's going to need a lot of power. And so that's not civilian. And it's really not even commercial, because commercial wouldn't be even that intense. So now we're moving into military. So now the question is, if it's military, is it our military or is it someone else's military? I feel like if it was our military, first of all, why would our military be flying their own drones over our own land? And then they know everybody's going to see it, so they know people are going to go crazy. So I don't think it's ours, personally. And why would they fly their own drones over our own military installations? That makes no sense. We know what's there. It's ours, right? So that narrative of it's ours is kind of drying up for me. So now if it's foreign, yeah, okay. We've heard the term drone warfare before, right? Well, what's to say that these aren't actual weapon grade drones, which they might be, being the size of them. Now, they've been allowed by this country to scan the surface of our country for, it's been I think over a month now, this has been going on, at least over here. So I'm starting to think that this is the precursor to some kind of attack. I can't help but to be a pessimist or whatever the word is, an alarmist or whatever, but when you start thinking about what's going on here, it seems like it's a slow scanning of gathering of information, plotting coordinates, GPS location information, right? And they didn't send any people. They just sent machines to do that. This is the 21st century. That's how you do information gathering, right? So all they got to do is collect all this data, compile it, and now you can launch a strike plan based on all that data that you collected. Now, the other thing is, and I am being long-winded, but think of the size of these things. Think of what they are capable of carrying. So something the size of an SUV or a car can certainly carry a bomb, fly it over a town or a city and blow it up. That's a problem. Or a biological weapon could fly that over a water supply and dump toxic whatever into the... It could be an aerosolized thing and put a virus into a city and, wipe it. So you see, this is why there's no reason in the hell these things should be allowed to be flying over our land at all, period. There is no reason. For them to say there's nothing to worry about, we don't know what they are. That's what they're telling us. Oh, we don't know what they are, but we know they're safe. Well, how could you say they're safe if you don't know what they are? A lot of stuff to think about there anyway. KC2QMA.
It's, let me see if I have it.
Big enough also to carry one of those suitcase-sized tactical nuclear weapons.
This could, like he said, it could be information gathering for something that'll make 9/11 look like child's play. It'll be a wider scale. And Iran would love to do something like that. And they said they would, and they want Trump dead. There's all kinds of bad things about this. W4DR.
Yeah.
Government allowing it is my question.
Yeah. So, John, hold on. Let me see if I have it. Okay. So I've been very close reading all the bullshit on Facebook, all the stupid reports, and then the ones that seem real. So I saw the one with the Coast Guard, which I want to come back to, and I think it was 13. 13 drones chased the Coast Guard ship. Okay, first question. Why the hell is a Coast Guard ship being chased? Why is it not returning fire? Or just take it, not returning fire. Why is it not firing on them instead of being chased? I thought that this morning when I read that. Okay, that's odd. That's very odd to me. Second, you have one of your state senators, I believe his state senator, I think he's the one that saw the 50 coming from the ocean with the cop. And then you had a news reporter who was skeptical of the whole damn thing, who drove out last night, and he saw them with the cameraman, and I believe he was with a cop also. So, and now, I saw photos today that allegedly had very clear imagery of them during the day, and they are 100%, if those are them, tactical fixed-wing drones. So now, right, so are they surveilling, like you said, and in about 2 weeks, 5,000 of them are going to be on our shore bombing the East Coast, and maybe the whole East Coast, right? They were in Maryland last night. They're on Long Island now. I haven't seen one yet, but they're popping up here. And why would we not take them out? I can understand you don't want to take it out if you're not sure over a city, but why is the Coast Guard not taking them out in the ocean?
Well, that raises the question about our current government, unfortunately. Now, we know the government apparently has been weaponized, right? I mean, that's not really a joke anymore. But the guy who is kind of in charge here is Mayorkas, right? Homeland Security. And the problem is, Dr. Evil, Mayorkas, he's the architect of destroying our country by opening the border. He's no friend of the United States at all. And unfortunately, when you got people like this that are at the controls of power, these people don't seem to like America anymore. That's the vibe I'm getting when I just see the kind of behavior of some of these politicians. That is 100% anti-American. And it almost seems like purposely trying to destroy the United States on purpose. Now, that guy is the guy who would be in charge of this response to these drones. And just like the border, voila, here we are again. No information, no response, no capability.
Yeah, and Mayorkas was on TV, which I'm sure you saw that interview, where he goes, oh, this is probably nothing. You could buy these things at a convenience store. I'm talking about the drones, okay? He hates this country, to your point. And he's placating the people of New York and New Jersey who are seeing these things with their own eyes, seeing the size of them, and then making a comment like, these could be bought in a convenience store.
It's a scary situation, because by not having any information, all we could do is speculate and our minds can run wild. But when you start breaking things down and analyzing, certain puzzle pieces do start to fit together. You just can't deny that. And yeah, Mayorkas is a disaster. And, it's almost like you said, like Obama's out of the country. It's like if they know something's about to happen, that explains like the exit right at the election, right? It's all kind of coming to a head here, right at the election, not the election, the inauguration, And you see Biden is already starting to pardon, over 1,500 people already, and he's going to basically pardon the entire White House on the way out the door. So it's kind of like we're in the people that are in control right now are completely out of their minds, and we're in a really dangerous situation, and they don't seem to care at all. In fact, they probably are encouraging some kind of major event to take place, because then it'll throw the whole presidency off. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. To your point, you could speculate, and I go real out there, and I'm like, okay, so there's going to be an attack on Christmas, and it's going to be brutal, and then they're going to say, we're under attack and we can't have an inauguration right now, right? Like, that's where your head goes, because you saw what they did with COVID. You saw now the January 6th report that came out that said 26 FBI informants / agents were in the crowd, okay, with Trump hats on, storming the Capitol. So you can't put anything past them. So Obama's out of the that's what I wanted to say. Not only did they all get out of Dodge after the election, to your point, you notice how calm they all were when they lost? Like, ultra calm. They just went from saying Trump is Hitler, he is a dictator, he's a fascist, he's going to take all your rights away. They literally said that, and then when they exhaled and they lost, they said, well, it was fair and square, and we're going to have a peaceful transition of power. All my buddies at work looked at each other and said, this doesn't sound right. There is zero resistance. And that makes you speculate now with all this crap with the drones.
Hey, Doug.
Yeah.
JC2QMA.
Yeah, Dom.
Hey, Doug.
Yeah, Dom.
Post that link to on YouTube there from chat for the aircraft that we tracked the other night.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hold on.
KG2MM.
KF4OUH.
Ken 4 CFR.
Good evening, Darren.
KB2UKA.
Hey, Darren.
Roger that. Okay. I guess the internet speed came back up for enough for you to use it.
I say again that the audio just kind of stopped.
Okay. Yeah, I was saying the speed came up enough for you to be able to use it.
No, I got my iPad connected to the hotel Wi-Fi, and that's what I'm talking to you now, and I'm listening on the web SDR.
So these are the military planes that are over the U.S. right now. And,
okay.
Hold on, let me mute these guys. Last night, actually for the last week, there's been like triple the amount of military in the tri-state area. Now tonight there's really nothing. And then these are all the flights. Oh my God. These are all the planes in the sky right now. Okay. That is all the planes in the U.S. right now. And we have unmanned, unknown aircraft flying right around here. And it seems to be not a big deal. Okay. You had one plane go down from a bird strike 2 nights ago. They say it's a bird strike. And you had a Cessna, single-engine Cessna, crash. One person died, one passenger lived. And you had an upstate New York airport closed last night for 2 hours. Crazy stuff.
Its altitude is negative 1,000 feet or 10,000 feet. And it's, 1,000 feet. And its ground speed is 1 knot. You see that?
I had you muted for a second because I was talking to the YouTube channel. Which one are you talking about? A military?
Yeah, go to military, and right off the coast of Long Island, there's one. But when you go to military,
what my guy Eric was saying.
You'll notice near Tom River, New Jersey, Atlantic City, there's what looks like towers. They look like radio towers, but when you click on them, they're military aircraft. But look at the altitude. It's like they're on the surface or underwater, and they're moving at 1 knot.
Yep, and they weren't there. Yesterday, there was only one of them. So I'm telling you, something's going on because for the last week, there's been so many more military aircraft. There have been helicopters. And look at that orange one. That one just appeared. No call sign. You see that? That just appeared. No call. But those radio towers, those weren't there last night. There was only one of them there.
Yeah, but they're not radio towers. They're some kind of vessel. If you guys click on that link that Doug posted, and when you get there, you'll see a UHT near the top right-hand side of the map. Just hit the U, and it'll show military aircraft, W4DOM.
So would that jive with what Eric Erickson was saying about Chinese subs? If they're all out in the water and they're showing below sea level?
Yeah, but we'd be seeing it. You know what I mean? You think they would be unidentified. They're identifying them as military. Just let me see if it says United States. Yeah, it says United States military.
Yeah, it says registration TWR. I got to look up what that means. And then ground speed is NA. They're 900 feet below. So they're deep. They're below the water, almost 1,000 feet.
What site are you guys seeing this on?
Your chat. Doug posted a link to it.
Go into the chat in YouTube.
Oh, wait, you can't, right?
I can see the chat. I just can't participate in it.
Can you click on the link? If not, Google ADS, Alpha Delta Sierra, Bravo, B, space exchange.
I'll email it.
It says barometric minus 900 feet. And then it says, ground speed, 1 knot.
So they're subs.
Yeah, but this is supposed to track aircraft.
Yeah, this is tracking aircraft, planes, so it's just weird that those would show up. I wonder if those are the drones. Anyway, I sent you the link. Click on it. And when you're in the map, there's a UH something on the top there. If you just click the U, it'll take all the commercial aircraft off and private stuff off and just show you military. And it's a pretty nice heater.
But the only thing is, anything to show up on here has to have an ADS-B transponder on it.
Yeah, it has to have a transponder. That's correct. But some of the military have no call sign. And then obviously, if the military wants, they just shut the transponder off.
And how you know, because you'll see an aircraft like all of a sudden be there and then gone, is when they shut the transponder off. Sometimes they'll take off. You won't know where they took off from. They'll be in the air already cruising, and they'll just pop up on this radar. It's when they turned it on, you know.
Now, Dom, I got it up and it's showing all the airplanes. What do you want me to do to get rid of the airplanes?
On the top right there in the map, it says UHT. Just hit the U.
Okay, and what does that do? Now everything's gone.
Well, go up towards Long Island and you'll see the military aircraft flying around. If you zoom out a little bit, you'll see military aircraft probably all over the place, but you can see the ones around Long Island, New Jersey.
Yeah, well, we do have military bases here.
Yeah, but last night, John, you guys had like 50 military choppers. Long Island had a bunch, and all day there's been like 1 or 2 planes on the map.
Going over Tom's River right now is Beechcraft Super King Air 350 military aircraft. It's cruising at 169 knots. It's at 8,000 feet. You can probably see it.
Yep, I see that one. And then you got off the coast of Long Island, you got a Boeing 767-200 at 37,000 feet heading east into the Atlantic.
How are you finding the information on these little tower things? You click on them, what do I see?
So
inside, it'll pop up and tell you how they identified it.
if you click a plane, it'll give you all the info. And if you click one of those towers, and by the way, look, the towers are, one of the towers disappeared, Dom. There's only 2.
I've seen that. It just disappeared.
That is crazy. And are they moving away from the coast?
I still see 3.
Well, they're coming up, and if you want to know that, they're negative 900 feet. The one on the bottom now, the other one's gone. The next one that was in the middle, it was at 10,000. Now it's at 900 feet. Still says only 1 knot though. I mean, that's not very fast.
And the third one is, nope, it disappeared. The third one it said it was in New York City for a second, and now it's gone. Yeah, I've only got 2.
No, the third one's over Newark.
I don't see it.
I do.
Are these fixed towers, or are these actually aircraft that are moving?
No, the towers are saying they're minus 900 feet above sea level. And that's weird because I only have 2. I had 3, but the one is gone.
Pull a link up, John, or you need it?
No, I'm looking at it right now. I'm clicking on the little towers that are out in the water.
Yeah, so if you look on the left, it'll tell you if it's moving. It says ground speed 1 knot, but it's not really going anywhere. Vertical rate 0, track 0, so it's just floating there, moving at 1 knot. It'll float around.
Okay, so it could be like a thing that's a little buoy or floating on the water, maybe, or you're thinking it's underwater.
Well, I don't know where it is. The thing is it's not a buoy because there was 3 of them. There was one off Atlantic City, one off of Ocean City, and then one not too far away from Virginia Beach. And the one from Virginia Beach just disappeared.
Yeah, but you got to remember, if ADS-B receiver is not picking up the signal, it'll disappear. It might come back on. Even though, it's meant for the aircraft that's higher up, not anything on sea level,
I don't know. It's, it hasn't popped back up yet, and the other 2 didn't fade out. I don't know. We'll see.
If it pops back up and it's in a completely different spot, that's when it's a little funky.
I guess it's going out into the Atlantic. I thought maybe it would turn back around or something.
Comment?
Yeah, go ahead.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe that an aircraft at a higher altitude information of a passing aircraft, so there may have been an aircraft that was more or less relaying that signal in and outside of range.
Could be. Okay. Good observation.
I've got the answer on what the tower is.
I still don't know what these towers are, though.
Yeah, I've got the answer what it is.
It works a little bit like a mesh network.
Right. And good evening, Jeff.
Hello, Dom.
Hello, Jeff. The tower is an ADS-B ground station. That is what everyone on Reddit is saying that they are. Those are ground stations for ADS.
But they're in the water.
So it could be on a buoy.
Yeah, they might be like a little floating platform.
Yeah, true.
Where are you guys seeing this at?
KG, 2 mm at the top, ID.
KF4 OUH.
And 2 NMR.
And 4 VFR.
W4 deal.
KB2 UKA Fort Salonga.
Doug, post that link.
It's in my YouTube chat right now. If you go to YouTube, you'll see the link.
Oh, okay.
I put it on Rumble too. But yeah, the chat's going good in YouTube.
Yeah, and someone in my chat, and this is what I read today. He wrote passenger video, which I saw, of the aircraft bird strike showed a yellow container ingested by the engine, not a bird, and it was flying at altitudes that birds don't fly. So, yeah, there's a high probability that plane was taken down by one of these damn drones.
You know, it's funny. I hear some, like, this other silly theory couple of theories going around. One is, yeah, it could be Amazon. Amazon's doing it. And I'm thinking, that is retarded. First of all, if Amazon was doing it, they wouldn't be doing it on this scale. And they would have totally told the public and the government, and everybody would have been on it. So why would they do that? Cause panic? That's not a good business plan. So that's not true. And then some other theory was, Elon Musk must be doing something, kind of tests. Yeah, Elon Musk. You know, I'm sure they're real big fans of him. They're going to let him do these tests, like, on this level of scale and completely freak the country out. And not say anything. Yeah, okay. So these theories are, like, ridiculous, but there are some serious, you know, I wouldn't call these things, any of this stuff, conspiracy theory. I would just say theories, hypothesis.
No one must theory knows what they are.
Fly a drone above a certain altitude.
What's that?
Don't you need to get a permit if you get a drone, or if you're going to fly a drone over a certain altitude?
You got to have a permit in New York to fly one anywhere. I fly one on my property to hang antennas. I have a large one that can hold like a 5-pound payload. Technically, I'm supposed to have a permit, but I just fly it over my own property, so I don't give a shit. But you're supposed to.
Well, that's my point. If they don't have permits, aren't they in violation of some laws where they should be taken down?
Yep, you're right. And then you got Kirby from the Pentagon on Thursday saying, I think the people in Jersey are just seeing things. They're probably seeing manned aircraft. And then he goes as far as to say, and we don't think there's even any laws being broken, but they're blatant laws being broken.
Yeah, that's what they say about the border, too.
Right. There is no such thing as an illegal person, John.
You're a racist.
That's what they tell me. But I'm not. I'm not. Come here, enjoy the opportunities that we all have. Just do it the right way.
Sure.
Well, it's not good. The one frickin' job our government has is to protect the homeland and its people. And this is about as far from that as you can get.
I put that on Facebook the other day. I said, where's Mayorkas? Did he get abducted?
He looks like an alien.
He's a reptilian in human skin.
Remember that movie, They Live, and you had to have the special glasses to see the ugly aliens?
With a rowdy Roddy Piper.
You know what the best line from that movie is, right?
What's that?
The best line from that movie is, I came here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
That is a cult classic. I love that movie.
John Carpenter movies are great because not only does, he write and direct, he also scores the music. He's a pretty proficient musician, and he's really into electronic synthesizers and, electronic music. So it's great when you have that, the director's feel of the imagery is also being connected with his feel of music. That's why his movies have such a weird, interesting feel to them.
Yeah, no, he's very good. My friend Glenn in the chat said, look at the E6. So it's right now, it's the orange plane, okay? It's above Harrisburg. The call sign is Corey 81. And it's orange. If you look at this thing's flight path, completely erratic, and now it's just circling Harrisburg. Very odd.
Well, there's an Air Force base down there in Florida right there, so it may be, like regular transport.
Yeah, you got to be careful. You don't want to read into too much of this. Some of this is like they have to circle airports because they're waiting for clearance, or there's other reasons, weather pattern, or there's something with the wind at the, there's a lot of reasons. So if you see circling craft, sometimes they just have to delay.
Look at the pink one. The pink one is a stratotanker. Its altitude is 39,000 feet. It's moving at 507 knots.
Yep, and it has no call sign. And you're right, John. You're right. But what is cool, where that orange one came from in Oklahoma, there's a bunch of fighter jets parked at that airport. You see that? If you go over to Oklahoma, the turquoise ones, those are cool.
Yeah, that's a refueler right there. Look at the picture. When you click on it, it shows you a picture of it. Thing's huge and it's modern.
I like how it gives a little different picture of the different airplane types. Like, you can clearly see the ones that look like military fighter jets. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I signed up for this thing. It's $30 for the year. I get a little bit more info, and I'm thinking of setting up one of the. You can join and build a little ADS transmitter and set up to transmit data.
Yeah, if you get fancy, you can make a container for it.
Why is that orange one, if you zoom in, look at its flight path. It's flying in circles around Harrisburg.
Yeah, and so now let's zoom in and see if there's an airport, because as of right now, I do not see an airport in this circle. But yes, it is just circling Harrisburg over and over and over again.
If you go down towards Texas, like the north part of Texas, you can see 3 fighter jets there.
Yeah, that's cool. I did see that. And there is Harrisburg International Airport. So that's got to be why it's circling, Dom.
Where is it?
It's right along the water. It's along the Susquehanna River, right on the south side of. So if you zoom in, you'll see High Spire, and then to the right, Middletown. It's below Middletown on the water.
Is that AE 0412?
Let me see.
Roger. Yes, chef.
See the airfield. Yeah, that's the one, Jeff.
If only we knew a pilot, somebody who flies for a living, to help us interpret all this.
Darren? Yeah, who can we ask?
Don't you mean Captain Darren?
Uh-oh. And for VFR, Visual Flight Rules, are you on the radio?
Sorry about that. ID time, KG2MM.
W4DOM.
KB2 UKA.
Or OUH.
KB3 WBX.
Man, why didn't you?
Yeah, Captain Darren would definitely know. He had courses in telemetry, instrumentation. Yeah.
Hey guys, let me say something. As horrible as this government is on leadership, I find it very hard to believe that the entire military complex is not engaged in some way. The only way they can redeem themselves is if we find out there's some kind of clandestine investigation going on here to find out what this is about. Otherwise, it's very scary if they're not, because we don't know anything. You look at Fox News, there's no reports on it. Everybody just says they don't know anything. Is that possible that our entire military is not engaged in this?
Well, they're involved. I'd say they don't want to know nothing.
There is one other theory also, and that theory is that there is a possibility that somebody got a mega bomb into the country somewhere, and that if those drones are ours, let's just say hypothetically, they're looking for it, and they don't want to freak the people out by saying anything. Okay, so that's a theory. Again, no facts, no evidence, just a thought of, what people are speculating, that there could be something here, and they're trying to find it, and that's what the drones are.
Yeah, and that was from that guy whose page got deleted. And he said these things are searching for gamma rays.
Double with you. I was saying that orange aircraft, the one your friend was talking about, it flew right over the runway but never landed.
Well,
that kind of was my point. There better be something going on.
They actually fly the approaches to, I think they use it to certify them or something every so often. I see one do our airport here, but I thought they were owned by the FAA, and I didn't think they looked like this with the dome on it.
Well, let me just say one thing about this. Anything that they don't want you to see, believe me, it's not going to show up on this map.
Oh, yeah.
Right, there could be F-16s flying all over Jersey right now. You wouldn't see them on the map.
Oh, never mind, it's back.
Yeah, they can't have our military planes telemetry and all that being shown publicly, because then if there was an enemy, they just use that information against them. So yeah, the only reason why you see certain military aircraft show up in this aviation is because they are sharing same air pathways. I don't know the terminology, but the travel lines where they fly, the flight paths, that's the word. Same flight paths, and so they have to share telemetry information with the airports and the towers if they're flying in similar areas. That's basically the general idea. And then they turn their telemetry off when they don't want anybody to know where they are.
Well, apparently these drones don't have any telemetry.
I'm trying to think of a positive scenario that will come out of this. That's what I'm sitting here thinking. I'm like, okay, we're all wrong. We got all of this wrong. We're all a bunch of nervous Nellies worried about, okay, so what is the happy version of the story from all of this? Anybody got something?
Well,
drones designed by Chick-fil-A to bring me chicken sandwiches.
Well,
it would fly slow enough to where you could shoot it out of the sky with a shotgun or something, and then disassemble it and find out where the hell it came from.
John, that's the problem. There's no positive explanation. There's no good explanation, because if this is simply a test, I don't think they would be testing it this many days, this long, and look incompetent. So the only other explanation is something nefarious, whether it's a foreign entity, whether it's us looking for something that's in, the dirty bomb or whatever it is. Because, one day a bunch of drones appear for 1 or maybe 2 days, and then all of a sudden they disappear and they go, oh, we don't know what it was, but it was always our government just testing it. That could be explained. This has been like 3 weeks.
Yeah, and now you're getting law enforcement and public officials real nervous in all these different places. And it's not just New Jersey, but New York and California, and they're starting to see them, in the South as well. So, yeah, I don't know. I agree with you. I can't think of someone coming out with an answer that, you know, makes me feel good inside, that goes, oh, I guess I had it wrong the whole time, you know. But I just don't see the positive in this. I can't think of a really good reason for it either, to allow something like this to go on for so long. You know, the balloon thing was something that happened, and you guys all remember that, but when the balloons flew over from China, right, our government detected those things several days before they even came close to the United States. So they had a chance. They were tracking them, by the way. They knew they were coming, so they absolutely could have stopped them out over the ocean before they ever came over the land. And then, of course, they allowed it to come over the land. And then the excuse was, well, we can't shoot it down because it could fall and hurt somebody. That was kind of the go-to excuse at the time. And they let that thing fly over all kinds of places in our country for about a month. And then only at the very end, when they finally let it fly over the country, including military bases and everything, then they shot it down and said, yeah, we're the heroes, we got it. Yay.
They didn't even tell us about the balloon until a civilian spotted it and had video of it.
That's right.
Hey, here's some good news, guys. Stephanopoulos and ABC apologized to Trump, pay millions in defamation suit.
Did he apologize live on TV, or did he just send it in a generic email?
$15 million settlement because they called him a rapist, those pieces of crap.
Yeah, I'm watching that plane up there, and all he's doing, he's shooting touch and goes.
Yeah, I noticed that. He's just doing touch and go, something else.
Hey, Dom, you know what's interesting?
Back on the yield.
Yeah. What, John?
You know what's interesting about that ABC Stephanopoulos lawsuit? Now, what's interesting is, what did he get sued for? He got sued for basically calling Trump a rapist when Trump was never convicted of rape. And that's where he made a big mistake. Now, the funny thing is, all these networks did the same kind of thing, calling him Hitler, calling him a Nazi, part of like the Nazi party, all these incredibly slanderous things, which is what that lawsuit is. It's slander, right? This case now creates the precedent for Trump then to go, and he should, rightfully. I really think he should teach them a hard lesson and hit him right in the pocket. Sue each one of the networks for slander, for calling him Hitler and Nazi and a threat to the country and a threat to the world. It's funny, they called him a threat, and here we are having drones fly over us, and they're doing nothing.
Exactly. Trump trolled former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie over drones with him, and they got a picture of these drones delivering McDonald's to Chris Christie.
Yeah, it's hilarious. And Trump also shared it.
Trump and Vance should be getting classified briefings at this point. Now, I don't know if they're lying to them in those classified briefings, but if they're not, Trump and Vance should know what's going on at this point. And why they're not saying anything is going to be interesting to find out. But I'm pretty sure within the next couple of days, if that, we're going to hear something.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he's already mentioned it, but I'm sure he's already said something. But he doesn't have any power until after the 20th. KG2MF. W4 dealer.
KF4 OU8.
If I wanted to...
Plan.
KB2 UKA.
To UNL.
Hey, UNL, I heard you, Brian.
Yeah, okay, guys. I'm just keeping an eye. I'm out here at the cabin. We're looking for drones. Nice and dark out here tonight.
Yeah, you watch out. Don't worry about the drones. Watch out for them UFOs. Your S3, my noise level is just below an S3. Well, I got a little bit of RF gain going there. But I'm hearing you, so that was pretty good. All right, man. Have fun.
You know, I had a thought. like, if we're going to have some fun and be hypothetical or whatever. Okay, so, like, let's say the local county police or something, state police, find out that these things are foreign and they're carrying, and one of them might even be carrying a weapon or something, right? For whatever. One of them goes down and they discover this, right? And because I understand it, right now the problem is that the police and the state, local government, they're not allowed to shoot it down because there's some stupid government rule that says, that they can't for some reason, right? But I'm thinking of this. Doesn't human life and safety always supersede any kind of like whatever bureaucratic rule? I mean, if the local authorities felt that there was a threat to their community and the government was just going to sit back and literally let it happen, I would think the rules go out the window at that point, and they just take matters into their own hand and protect the people. Well, I mean, what do you guys think?
I don't know. You know what I think? I think maybe by now some smart guy with a boat has sat on offshore and waited for these things to fly over and go back, and somebody tracked it to the vessel it's coming from. Because if it is a foreign adversary, then and he has proof of that, then they have to go out there and they're going to have to sink it.
Exactly.
I mean, they're not flying across the water. They got to be coming from somewhere, off a vessel somewhere. I wish Google Earth was live so we could look.
So we've got Alvaro Gayton, who just deleted his message in my live stream, who's a friggin' moron, who said he wrote the FFC. He meant the FCC. He wrote the FFC has restricted that you cannot talk about politics. So I said, you're 100% wrong, Alvaro. We can speak whatever we want to speak about, as long as it's not organizing a crime or promoting business. Nice try, though. And then I said, and it's FCC, you idiot. And then he deleted his comment.
Oh, well, he could always just leave. But when they talk like that, FFC, then they're probably foreigners.
Yep, you got that right. Correctamundo closed account. You got that right. Yes, well, can I count that as DX then, Don?
Yeah, he should be DX. So you banned your first DX guy?
Yeah, I finally got one after 30. Has it been 30 years? Hold on. I got to go check something. My wife's out of the house, and she said she just got a notification that a transaction went through on a credit card that should not have. I got to go get my phone. It's charging upstairs. I'm going to leave the stream on KB2 UKA. I'll be right back.
Yeah, tell your son congratulations on the new game.
That's probably Flex Radio charging him for 2 amplifiers.
Fire extinguisher.
Oh wait, he was buying that thing for $6,000. They probably got him.
Yeah, his wife is sitting upstairs with a baseball bat. What is this? Well,
he should have deleted the guy. Maybe he should have left him in there. We could have had some fun. I didn't see the comment. I just flipped back over to it. It would have been interesting.
Where was
it's
he
probably
at?
someone that grew up in a country where you don't have free speech, and we still have that here.
That's right. That's the whole point of this whole thing. We're trying to keep these rights, and free speech is one of them. Yeah, and as far as
Dwayne bagged the perfect deer.
I didn't hear. I don't know.
I ain't seeing no pictures.
I didn't get no deer. Passed up a bunch of small ones. Shot a bear. That's about it for me.
Yeah, he didn't post anything, so I don't think he got one. He would have been proud, and I'm proud of that.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah, I was going to call him tonight, and I got busy, and I didn't.
Well, gentlemen, I'm going to pull the plug. It's been a good night for ham radio. A lot of interesting conversations. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow. KF4OUH.
All right. Good night, Brian.
Good night, Brian.
Catch you later, Brian.
Have a good one, Brian. 73.
Good night, Brian. Have a good night. 7-3.
And good night, Brian.
Take care.
I'm headed that way too, guys. I suppose we'll just jump out of here too. Go visit with Mama for a little bit. KB3 WBX. Nice talking to everybody.
Hey, good night, Jeff.
7-3, Jeff. Have a good night.
73, Jeff.
Night, guys.
Hi, where are you? N4QNT. You were out?
You know, what's sad is the longer this stuff goes on, the more people sit there and come up with all these different ideas, because without answers, it's just an empty hole waiting to be filled, you know? And so people start coming up with ideas. I really, I'm kind of getting worn out on it at this point. It's really crazy that they're allowing something like this to go on, but I guess what are you going to do? It won't be the last crazy thing they do.
Right.
You just wonder, does this have anything to do, again, theories, but does this have anything to do with Trump? Remember we were talking about, like, for a while in the past, we were talking about how, they were going to try to derail his presidency. I mean, we went back far and we were talking about that. This was even before they tried shooting him. But we were like, yeah, they're going to try to create some event, blah, blah, blah. And we were saying, oh, maybe they'll have another pandemic again just to throw the election off. I mean, I know that sounds crazy to link it to this, but it's like they've been trying to stop him before he won the presidency. I don't see why they wouldn't try to stop him from becoming the president at this point. I mean, I don't know what, you see all these kind of weird things that are taking place and how they've been with him. Like, I've never seen...
All right, I'm back.
I've never seen our government be so hateful towards a presidential candidate. I've never seen that before. Sure, there's always division and there's like a little bit of name throwing and name calling and stuff like that. But to like totally just turn up the fire with the Justice Department and just all of that, to do all that for one guy, that blows my mind. Like the amount of destruction that they were willing to do to try to stop him or to derail his presidency or whatever. It's like, why would they go this crazy over this guy? It's just one guy. Let him have his time, and then, if you don't like him, the next time, he's gone, and then you vote for somebody else. But people want him there. That's it. Step aside, move out of the way.
KB2 UKA, I'm back. And no, they don't want him there, John, because he's going to shut the gravy train down.
Yeah, I know. I'm being, I guess, rhetorical at the same time. I kind of already know the answer to my own kind of question.
If they didn't steal the last election, he would have been done by now.
Yeah.
Well, I do believe it's, there's a lot less people.
KB2 UKA.
Wanted a women president. They had all their reasons. But I think in the end that they listened to a lot of the BS that was being held out by this Democratic administration. And hopefully with Trump being in there now and he gets things straightened out, everybody gets to feel a little bit of the American dream, then we might be able to keep going like this. But even the Republican Party needs some fleshing out. There's about 17 of them senators that need to go in the Republican Party as well.
Yeah, well, I've said that before. There's the Uniparty. The Uniparty is like 80% of them, right? And then you got 10% on the Dems that are probably patriots, and 10% of the Republicans that are true patriots. The rest are all one big uniparty.
Right.
Well, we're certainly not getting the proper representation at this point.
So my wife texts me. She goes, a weird charge from Sephora just came across my phone, which is the makeup store, right? So my phone's up. I get that alert on my watch. So I run upstairs to my phone. And then by the time I get up there, she texts me, oh, wait, never mind. It's just an old charge. So I log into my Amex, and there's like 9 charges from Sephora under her card for the last like 3 days. It's for Christmas shopping. But she doesn't even know what the hell she's spending. So I could just slip through a Power Genius. She won't catch it.
Could be a setup.
That's why I don't have a joint account.
Mike's got to pimp himself out. Get radio money.
Well, no, on the Amex, Mike, I'm the primary holder. So she's the authorized user. So I get to see all her transactions. She can't see mine.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
Yep, 100%.
Out area, so he started a GoFundMe.
Well, listen, I slipped in the 7610, I slipped in the Mercury, and nothing.
You guys see his donation page on QRC?
We should do that. GoFundMe. I don't want my wife to know.
Yeah, buy me a coffee. I am lucky.
Oh, man. I'm just trying to put this damn thing on 2 different cards. Because $6,000, I gotta, the Amex, you gotta pay every month. So if there's an extra $6,000, that might get noticed. So if I could put it on another card, that'll be the way to do it. A card that I could pay off over time.
For 6 months, I think, option.
Well, pay it. If you pay it within a week, it probably won't even show up.
Well, no, because the money gets sucked out of the bank account, and that she can see. So when I pay the Amex, if I pay $6,000 to Amex out of the blue, that could be noticeable. So what I was gonna do, I have a Venmo card, but I only have like $5,000 on that. So I was gonna put I want to put $5,000 on that, and then the rest on my Amex, because that'll only be like $1,100. That's fine. But they're not replying to me. I need 2 damn invoices.
Right. Well, send them an email. Hang on a second, Doug. The other station trying to get in. Go ahead. Try one more time.
Yeah, okay. It's not no Sebring. This is Charlie T. Not school. I don't get into that much. You guys like Florida there and Turkey up here so I thought I'd give you guys a shout.
Oh, no problem. No problem. What was your call sign? Was that Miles?
No. Very FOE.
Oh, Mel. Okay, all right, very good. Hey, Mike, do you copy him? See any drones down there?
Juliet, CQ. This is 53.
Just checking. All right, very good. He's down in Sebring. Did you guys copy him up there?
He's right in my noise floor. I can't make him out, but there's a guy calling CQ on 96.
I hear that. Okay. You want to go? You want me to get him, or you gonna go get him?
He's light on me. He's probably closer to you. Why don't you go get him?
All right, I'm waiting again. See if he does.
There he is.
Hearing you, I would assume.
He's got to be hearing me if I'm hearing him.
I'm gone, guys. Good night, Tom, and to the group. N5, YWP.
All right, 73. There's Dominic.
7-3, have a good night. So he went down there?
He moved down at 95.
Oh, I'm sure he won't run into problems there.
Well, nobody's there,
So check this out, Dom. All right, so that cable I got from Palstar, it's no good. No good. And I've already kind of initiated a return or whatever, but I told you I swapped out another cable and it's working fine. And I think it's just they got a bad batch. I think they probably got, like, you know, a batch of counterfeits probably that, you know, they're just not cutting the mustard. And
check.
So I would, if I were them, I would hope that they immediately stop selling those cables until they figure out what the hell's going on.
Want to see the whole band?
I have a feeling they're going to, if they sold a bunch, they're going to have to refund them all.
In between the red lines.
Oh, yeah. Well, they should just tell everybody, knowing that there's probably more than you guys complaining. They should be like, just destroy them. We'll get you another one. And you're going to have to just go buy some more better quality ones and then satisfy everybody. It's the only way to do it.
Yeah, I wrote her back and I suggested really, you know, the StarTech cables, they're expensive, but they're certified, like they're real, you know what I mean? Like they actually have a genuine FTDI chip in it and not a counterfeit one. They're built to a much higher quality, but they're not cheap. You're going to pay a premium price for that cable. But honestly, if Palstar doesn't want to be in the computer business, they could either just give a link to that cable and maybe they can get some kind of a discount code or something, or they can sell that cable themselves. But if I were them, I wouldn't be messing around with any cheap cables anymore because it's just not good for business. It's a pain in the butt. Now they got to do returns and all that. Screw that.
Yeah, they're better off just staying out of the cable business.
And that cable probably works fine if you plug it in for 10 minutes to do your little firmware upgrade, shut it off and unplug it, right? But it's probably not good to leave it plugged in continuously perfect all the time. There's probably an issue with that. Whatever that is, I don't know. But I have another cable on it now, and it's working fine, so I know it's the cable.
Hey, look at the link I just shot. John, you might have seen that because this was posted on the drone page for Jersey. But that's a live camera on the beach, and you could see drones every few minutes.
Yeah, all this stuff, by the way, all these cameras, these are right by my house. I live like 5 minutes from Seaside Park.
Well, that looks like this is at Seaside. Yep, it is at Seaside Park. Yep.
Right.
Now, you will see airplanes and occasional helicopters fly over, but the other night, this is the shot they showed where there were like, I don't know, dozens of them.
Right, and what's that camera pointing at? The ocean.
Drone up there that the air traffic in that area would be restricted.
KB2 UKA. And there you go, John. They're coming from the ocean.
And I noticed, let me just tell you, I'm very, very familiar with this Earthlink camera because I check it all the time to see what the beach conditions are in the area, you know, right? Normally this camera is automatically set to do like 3 positions. It'll turn to the left and it'll look towards the Seaside Heights boardwalk, and you can sort of see it to the left. To the right, it looks further down into Seaside Park. and forward it looks out into the ocean. Since this whole drone thing started, they've fixed this camera to look straight out on the ocean and not move. And I wouldn't be surprised, this is what I think might be happening too, is the local authorities are asking all the people who have these Earthlink cams and stuff to, give them links and set it up so that they can monitor the situation themselves. I bet you that's probably part of it too. They're using these cameras to help surveil.
Are we looking out into the Atlantic?
Yes, you are. That is the Atlantic Ocean.
KC4, M&E.
Hang on, guys. Go again, that station? I'm sorry, W4DOM.
KC4, M&E from Florida. Am I making it up there?
Yeah, making it great. You're about 25 over. This is Dominic.
Who is that, Manny?
Yes, it is.
Oh, what's up, Manny? You're booming into New York.
Oh, good to know. So what the hell's the deal? How many are these drones? Like that camera is looking at it live right now, like one after the other, real time?
If you're seeing that link I shared, yeah. But so far I haven't seen one. I see something come across now, but that looks like an airplane. The drones have been flying much lower.
And I'm hearing you guys talk. Obviously, we haven't seen this time. I'm hearing you guys talking about this. That's crazy. I mean, how the hell could something like that be going on and nobody knows what it is? That's got to be total bullshit.
Hey, Doug.
Yeah, go ahead, John.
If you look up the page on the Rumble page there, if you look up where you see the live now and it's the little video post that I put up, emergency, that is the local update from the people in this area, the congressman, some of the local chief of police here, all kinds of people, and they're eyewitnesses. These aren't just people who have no clue. These are actually officials that witnessed these things talking about it. If you look at that clip, I don't know if you see it, but it's up a little further up the page. You'll see Chris Smith, New Jersey congressman, sheriffs of Seaside Heights, New Jersey, held a press conference today.
Yeah, I am so tuned into this stuff, John. I watched it before you posted it. I'm getting the alerts on X every time something gets posted.
Okay, great. Yeah. So you heard what they said.
Yeah. What they said, then what was it, 2 days ago, you had the borough president of Staten Island and all our representatives from New York. They were standing at the beach. It's out of control. I'm just watching, like you guys are talking and I'm looking at my phone right now and I'm just waiting to see like 50 of these things come from the horizon. Do you want to know what likely is going to be the outcome? They're going to stop and we're never going to hear about it again.
There's got to be a reason there's a purpose for it, though. Even if it stops and it goes quiet, there was a purpose for it. And the question is, what was that purpose and who was involved,
Yeah, that's something we want to know. After this is all said and done, they need to report this, whether it was our side or somebody else.
Yeah, what I haven't heard, and maybe you heard, John, why is not the Congress trying to set up a select committee to try to figure this out? Did anyone mention that?
Well, they're trying to, right now, basically the government is stonewalling all the local authorities around the country. And so what's happening is these local authorities are now having to figure out a way around that. So I guess one of the people is trying to pass a bill in Congress, Chris Smith, I think, is trying to pass a bill right away to get them to allow the local police to use drone technology to take these frickin' things down.
Yeah, and I think you said it or somebody else said it a few minutes ago. They should just do it, okay? And they're protected by the Constitution to do it. because if there's an unjust law, it's unconstitutional. So if the federal government is saying that there's a law that prevents the municipality from protecting the citizens, they should just do it. They're all a bunch of you-know-whats, though. Begins with a P and ends with a Y, and they don't want to step out of bounds.
If you have the potential to save a mass amount of people's lives, in my opinion, and I'm pretty sure it's constitutional, that there is no law that should be in the way of you saving the lives of potentially thousands of people or more. Okay? So I just don't buy it. I don't see I agree. If the local police get to a point where they see some kind of real serious threat and they feel that there's going to be no response from the government at all, then they have no choice but to defend the people that the local Congress, and they have to defend. They live here. They got to defend themselves. Forget about everybody. They got to defend. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's got. So that's it. Life, and the protection of life comes first. I think that supersedes any law.
Oh yeah. Let me ask you a question, because I'm trying to put this on the live stream. Dom, you might know this. I've got a Google Chrome window I want to keep it on top, so when I click Thetis, it doesn't get minimized. How do I do that?
Joe, I don't know. I think you can click. You might be able to go. I don't know. You might be able to go into properties on the icon and see if the icon itself. Right click on the icon and go to properties, and then see if there's a place in there where it'll let you keep it on top.
Yeah, I'm looking, but somebody's tuning. KB2 UKA.
You know, Dom, I've been having this problem that just started on this one computer in my shack here. I can't access one of my shared drives on the network upstairs, but yet I can access it from every other computer, and I can't figure it out. Now, there is one difference, and I know that this has something to do with it. This computer is hardwired to the network. The other computers, except for the one that's the one that's being shared, are Wi-Fi.
You should be able to connect to it. It might be a security setting on that computer you're on. If it's Windows 11, there's probably a security setting stopping it. Hang on a minute. We got somebody else checking in. That other station, go ahead.
Good evening, N4 QNT.
Hey.
Good evening.
Were you using funny audio for a second, Art?
No, I was trying to do the Art-Del, coast to coast. If you're east of the Rockies, drone watching, call 800.
Well, welcome to the drone talk, Art. And Dom, I have to download a Chrome extension called Always on Top, so I have to go to the Chrome store to find it.
Oh, there you go.
That's what she said.
Yep, she said always on top. I said, no, come on. You got to get on top sometimes.
Do they sell that at the porn shop?
Yeah, they got an app for it.
Oh, my goodness. Good evening, Art.
Hey, everybody. Mike, Dom, John, Doug. Wow, I'm not sure who else is here. I heard Manny in Florida. Wow. All right, nice to hear everybody.
Well, good to hear you, Art. How's the new computer?
Oh, it's screaming. It's like, what is it? Thetis and the Anon basically has an engine now. It's unreal. It's hardly, 2% on system. On system with the other one, I was like 27, 28%.
KB2 UKA.
N4 QNT.
To you now.
KC4 Emily.
KC2QMA.
Well, that's something. That's great. So right now, I was talking to Richard earlier as well. So I'm at 20% right now, and that's with OBS running, the stream going. I've got like 10 windows open in Chrome. And then when nothing's running, just Thetis, I'm at like 13%. but I know I could get down to like 6% with OBS running. I think I'm going to build a new one, Art.
Yeah, I think the key is the RAM. Don't go 64. I mean, as cheap as it is now, it's worth it. Go 64 gigs of the DDR5. Get the 6,000 or higher, the timing, and it's great. That's really what's doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. What am I running in here? I think I'm running 32, right? 32 on this PC. So yeah, I'll go for 6, maybe 128. Who knows?
Okay, hey, have fun. It's only money.
It's only money, Art. I'm battling Flex over the Power Genius right now because of money.
Hey Doug, if you were just running Thetis, 32 gigs would be way more than enough. But since you are running like streaming OBS, and you're putting a little bit more load on the system, it could definitely offload some of that into RAM, so that extra RAM could help.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, let's see if this works. I just downloaded this extension, so now we're going to go here. We're going to go to extensions, manage extensions. Okay, how do I turn this on now? I think it's on. Nope, didn't work. I'm still working on it.
Yeah, so go ahead and tell your Flex amplifier story there, Doug.
So Art, you ready?
Yeah. I was on 3 before. Okay, this should sound better. Sorry about that.
So I order a Power Genius, and it gives you three options. Pay for it with credit card, use bread financing, or send me an invoice. So I thought, send me an invoice. I figured I was going to get a PayPal invoice, and PayPal lets you split payments. So what I wanted to do, the whole thing came to $6,100 with shipping. I wanted to put $5,000 on one credit card, and then I wanted to put $1,100 on my Amex, because Amex you got to pay off at the end of each month. So I click the button, and then I get an email. Thank you for your purchase. Please click this link to pay the invoice. So it's a dead link. It doesn't do anything. So I reply to them, hello, the link doesn't work. Can you please send me the invoice? 48 hours goes by. I get an invoice. So I go into the invoice. It's not PayPal. It's some weird like Quicken thing that they use. And it allows me to adjust the amount I want to pay. So I said, okay, let me do the first payment for $5,000, and then I'll go back in and I'll pay the $1,100. So I type in $5,000, I put in my credit card, it gets denied. So I'm like, oh, that's weird. So I get another credit card, it gets denied. So I'm like, I realize even though it lets you drop the amount, it won't accept it. So it's denying the payment because it's not the full amount. So I then emailed them back, hey, I chose invoice because I assumed you were sending me a PayPal invoice, and I want to split the payment. So can you please send me 2 invoices, one for $5,000 and one for the balance? That was Wednesday, and I've sent 3 more emails, and I have not heard from them.
Oh, wow. Well, it could be the only thing I could think of is you're on the list.
I'm either on the list, but they're also at some closed-door meeting for the last 4 days. So maybe the entire company goes, even the one whose job it is to collect the money. Like the most important thing of a business.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably be on that list, too. I think there's about 4 or 6 of us that are on that enthusiast list.
Oh, I'm definitely on it.
And why a Power Genius?
A couple of reasons. One, I'm having difficulty interfacing my amplifier with my G2 for automatic operation. Two, when I started looking at it, I realized what a great amplifier it is from a cleanliness standpoint and how well built it is. So I said, screw it, I might just get it. And I could probably pay for half of it when I sell this amp.
And I have an RF kit, the first generation, and it communicates with my 7000 using Ethernet over CAT over IP.
Yeah, so I looked at the RF kits as well.
So what I really think is the cat's meow are the experts. Now I don't know what they do, and they got some new models coming out now. Now I don't know what they do communication wise.
I think the experts communicate well for remote, and I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I end up doing. I might wait till they finally reply, and I'm going to tell them you took too long. I spent $6,000 somewhere else.
And with the expert, I believe you get a built-in tuner, which I think the Flex one doesn't. You got to buy another tuner after that.
Well, I use a remote tuner outside, so I'm not going to use any internal tuner anyway, so that's not a problem.
One quick interjection with that. You know, really, the RF kit is optimal because it does have a legal limit built-in tuner for remote that works excellent, and it offers TCI, transceiver control interface, which meshes well with Thetis and the Anon.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Art. You think there's still a long wait for those?
No, I think they're 2.5 months out.
Which ones again?
The RF kit.
Oh, yeah, I don't know the waiting period on those.
Yeah, when you go in there and put the little box in TCI and then put the little box check in TCI and Thetis, it's like peas and carrots.
It works with perfection. Never, ever have a glitch with that.
That's a little cheaper than the Power Genius, isn't it?
And it gets something like boogies too. I think it's using the ARC, the 1K.
And they have a tuner in it, which the Power Genius doesn't. You know, which you may not end up using the tuner, but maybe someday you do. You know, you could use the tuner for, you know, tweaking a regular dipole or something. You know, just giving it a little salt and pepper to make the amp happy.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm going to look into it. So maybe it's maybe their tardiness is a blessing in disguise. All right. I'm trying to figure out how to keep this Chrome window on top of Thetis. Give me a second here. You guys pick it up.
All right. Hey, Dom, I've been real busy here. I got the other system all built, cleaned out the old tower, transferred all my board and everything to it. So it's up and running. I deleted everything. And the cool thing is the 11 apparently on that was another key. So it's just like I thought. I had a Pro, so it was that key. And then I had regular 10, which is the key I used. So I did that thing where you can find out what the key is, and it's different than this machine.
Did you go back in there and hit change key?
No, it's just the key's going to remain because it's not the same on this system. They're two separate installs, two purchase copies.
Yeah, so if you want Pro on this one, you put that key in here and then take this key and put it in that other one.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. I'll try that. So my question is, I have everything swiped. I mean, I didn't have to do a reinstall. I just totally cleaned the whole system. Everything's gone. It's just like a, Chrome, all my info, everything's out. But how do you get rid of a user? Like, say you have like the name of the desktop, like C drive, user, and then the name of the computer. How do you get rid of that?
I'll go into in Windows 11. You want to go into a Windows tool and then computer management. Oh wait, do it right from the control panel. Go into the control panel.
All right.
And click on users.
I think it'd be alphabetical order.
What's that?
I said you think it would be alphabetical order.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if you could delete one like this. Hang on a minute. Let me go into... Oh, I don't know. See if you can go into one of those accounts and delete the person. Make sure you don't do the one you're on. I don't think you can, but make sure you don't.
Here it is. So, yeah, control panel, user accounts, and it says make changes to your user account. But I'm going to see if you could, hopefully delete it.
No. Are you logged into the one you want to get rid of?
Yeah, I'm automatically, when the desktop starts, I log in, right. So I put in my PIN, and I'm in the desktop.
So you don't want that account, right?
Right, I want to swipe it, and I'm going to put my daughter's, I'm going to put her in.
Sign out of that one.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's right. That's okay. Then she can make her user her account, and then it's her fresh desktop when she gets back in.
No, well, what you're going to do is you're going to sign out as that and log in as the administrator. And then you're going to remove that account, and then you can create her an account.
Okay, maybe I should do that key thing first?
Yeah, I would do the key thing first. I would bring her key over to your machine, and then take that key and bring it over to that machine. It should swap.
All right, guys. Have a great night. Take care.
Yeah, the key determines the version of Windows you got. I'll be right back, guys. I've been drinking a lot here. I got coffee in me. I got 2 glasses of lemonade in me, and I got to release W4DO.
All right, when you get back, I got a question for you, too.
What's that?
How do I turn that administrator account back off? I forgot.
Oh, you log into your account as long as you're administrator, and then you want to go to computer management under Windows Tools, computer management, and then click on users, find the administrator account, double click it, go to its properties, and then in there you can disable it.
All right, got it. Thanks.
All right, W4DO, I'll be right back.
All right, I've got the live drone watch on my YouTube channel. There we go. So now we can all watch the Jersey Shore.
I think John's not even a mile from the shore.
He said he's right there. He's right there. So this is looking directly out at the Atlantic, and this is live.
Yeah, it's like 5 minutes from me.
Doug, how close are you to East Islip in Long Island?
About 18 minutes.
I was born in that hospital, Manny.
Well, the reason I'm asking, my daughter's husband, his parents live over there, so I've been there, and he said he was in Long Island, so I figured it got to be. Long Island's big, but it's not that big. I've been there, and we went over to Montauk one summer and spent a week out there too.
Oh yeah, well so I'm 50 miles east of Manhattan on the North Shore. Islip's south of me, south and a little bit east. So I'm about a mile from the Long Island Sound. And then Montauk is probably an hour and 20 minutes east of me by driving. So that's the tippy end of the island.
Right, yeah, but the traffic to get over there is a nightmare, so it's not distance, it's just, I guess you got to go all the way around. But no, they don't live in Montauk, they live in East Islip. I don't know, probably a few miles from the water as well.
Yep, they're, yes, okay, yep. I know where they are. My daughter took singing lessons over there. I used to drive there every Saturday morning. Oh, we've got something on the drone screen, but that just looks like an airplane. I want to see it come towards the beach, this way.
We should have a drone net.
We really should, and we should all go mobile and go look for them.
I could see Dwayne and Jeff sitting on that beach with some high-power rifles just waiting.
You see what's coming across there now? That's probably a plane. See, I can't zoom in.
If it's blinking, it's probably a plane.
Yeah, it's too far away. You can't even tell that it's blinking. It's probably blinking, though.
Yeah, it's blinking. That's a plane. I think it looks better coming from your feed than it does me direct.
Really? So this is this is actually YouTube, and you click the video, and the extension sucks the video out of YouTube and makes it its own window.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna send another camera link to you. Hold on.
Oh, good. You can put up a couple, Doug. Let's watch the whole Eastern Seaboard.
I will. I should go set one up on the Long Island Sound tomorrow night.
Yeah. You know what's up in Long Island that might be interesting is the, what is that, hydrogen collider.
Yeah, Brookhaven. Or we could go out to Montauk and go to Camp Hero.
All right, the one that I just posted, that one it's basically has the night vision turned on, so the gain is cranked up. But that actually is a live shot of Island Beach State Park, the beach at Island Beach State Park. And that is live, even though the sky looks blue, it's not. But that's because at night, they put the night vision on and it cranks the gain up like crazy. So what's good about that is when anything with light comes into view, it really stands out.
Pull it up, Doug.
It's not.
Is it a coincidence that now that the heat is on and people are observing and we're, asking a lot of questions, now look, the activity diminished. So what does that say?
It means either a bunch of Iranians on a ship out there said, oh man, we've been found. Or the government says, oh, let's cool down, let's wait. Oh yeah, that looks like daytime. Yeah, that'll spot something coming. Pull it to the left.
No, I can't get it to work with the extension. It won't pull the video out of it.
Well, I see it. We see. Oh, now it's full desktop with the other one on top of it.
Yeah, it's delayed, but as soon as I transmit, it goes away. I can't keep it on top like I was able to with the YouTube video.
Is that linked to YouTube, baby?
No, it's its own website.
Yeah, and unfortunately you can't extract the video out of that page. They've got it kind of like locked in there, so.
Well, there it is. I think I could do one at a time. Let me see if I could do the second one. Hold on, I was able to get it. Now let's try, where'd it go? There it is. Let's try that as well. Hold on. Exit. Let's try, let's see. Can I get this to work? I think I can only do one video at a time. Now we'll leave the color one up for now. That's fine. KB2 UKA.
It's kind of amazing.
Hey, Art, what's happening?
Same old, man. Same old. Yeah, that place is great. I picked up all kinds of goodies, cheese and the bread and the sauce and it was going crazy. I should have brought a thermos.
Oh, where'd you go to Enzo's?
Yeah.
How is it?
Excellent. Oh my gosh, everything, man. I got him cutting up gabagool and all kinds of things. I usually laughing.
Oh, you beat me to it. Now I got to get there.
Can you guys run park control on your computers?
What do you mean, partition control?
Part control. It's a program that allows you to set up all your processors so they're on 100% active all the time and they don't park. And what's interesting is when I was trying to run a DAW to run VST plugins, I couldn't get them to work. I would always get glitches. And searching around the forums, I've heard about that program, and there's a free version, which is what I have. And the minute I installed that and set all the processors so they're parked 100% on all the time, everything worked like a champ.
I'm going to take a look at that. So real quick, Manny, you said you were working on the rack. What'd you do tonight?
Oh, I put a subwoofer in here and I was getting hum. So I was installing, I have a box that I did with a ton of TRS jacks on it in and out with little audio transformers to isolate the grounds. And I just added one for the subwoofer and problem fixed. The problem is that to take that out, I had to disconnect everything and then reconnect everything back up.
And what radio are you running?
A 7000.
An ICOM, Anon?
Yeah, an Anon 7000.
Let me just hear something real quick. Open it up to 4K.
Okay, there it is at 60 to 4000. 60 to 4000 is what it's set right there.
Okay. I thought that might have brightened it up a little bit. I think you might want to pull back like between 150 and 250. I'm not sure. If you listen back to it, or if you listen to the stream, hold on, I'm going to shut NR2 off. Write this down. 3 hours. Wow, I've been doing this a while. 3 hours, 17 minutes. That's the timestamp for the video. I'm live streaming. Listen back to your audio, and later on, the video will be up there forever. And I think you're going to see you sound slightly muffled, very slight. And I think that's coming from some stuff in the lower mids.
Okay, thank you. I'll definitely go back and look at it. Last time I was on here with you guys, I went back and looked at my audio. I took forever searching, so thank you for giving me the timestamp, because that definitely saves a lot of back and forth.
Yep. I'm seeing the energy. So I think that you're going to need a little bit of a cut. Are you cutting at 500?
Right now, I'm doing. Yes, I am cutting at 500. There's a 3-band EQ on my mic preamp, and that's the only cut that I have. It's a broad cut. It's not a sharp cut. And then the rest of EQ-wise, the rest of the EQing is happening in a Pultec. Well, it's not a Pultec. It's the Clark Technique cheapo Pultec. So, that's very broad sweeps of EQ. There's really I have no fine-tuning type EQ on right now.
Okay. So, I run a Pultec plugin, so similar to what you're doing. And again, this is just my opinion. This doesn't mean this is the way it has to be done. What I have found, I do all my cuts with the first EQ. Nothing is at 0 dB. Well, yes, there are things that are at 0 dB, but there's all broad cuts with the first EQ. So I cut with the first EQ and I get it to sound as good as I could get it to sound. Then I add compression. Then after the compressor, the first compressor, I add the Pultec. And the only thing I do with the Pultec is boost. For the low end, I boost and I attenuate at the same level. Because on the low end, you have two knobs. You have the boost knob and you have the attenuate knob. There's an old recording studio trick that it's called the Pultec bass trick. You boost and attenuate the same amount, and it's supposed to add all these nice harmonics. And I put the boost frequency one below what my transmit low cut is. So I think my transmit low cut right now is 50. So I have the Pultec low end frequency set at 30 because it has a Q to it. So it's still going to touch 50. And then I think I have them both set at 3, the boost and the attenuate. And then on the high end, I just boost. That's all I do is boost with the Pultec. Over.
That makes sense, and I like that idea. I should put the right now. All of my EQs are before the compressor, and I got one compressor, which is a Clark Technique version of a LA2A, and then that goes into a Aphex Studio Dominator, which is like a three-band compressor / limiter. That's the end of the chain.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. Well, that's all good stuff. The LA2A, I think I'm running that too in the DAW. I think I'm running actually in this profile I'm not. So in this profile, I EQ in my Soundcraft. I apply a noise gate and I apply a pretty good amount of compression, like 8 dB. Then it goes over to the DAW, and in the DAW, the next thing in the chain is the Pultec, then an Aphex exciter, and then a multi-band compressor. And then the reverb is side-chained, and then it goes over to the Anon. And I have nothing turned on in the Anon. No leveler, no CFC, nothing.
Yeah, I have nothing on in the Anon as well. The only thing is a 2 dB of ALC compression, whatever that does. That's it. The leveler, everything else is turned off.
All right, Roger. Well, it sounds good. I think you could. I think if you cut a little, you find the right frequencies that are being offensive. I think it'll bring up the brightness of the whole profile. KB2 UKA. Let me drop it here.
N4 QNT.
W4 GOF.
KG2MM, I'm back.
KC4 Amity, and I'm gonna go get some coffee.
And I think after 3 hours, this is the latest you guys have had me in a long time, but I'm out of here. So I hope you all have a beautiful evening. My wife and daughter should be home in about, 20, 30 minutes. So I'm going to go prepare for their arrival. So Dominic, Art, Mike, Manny. Oh my God, who else is in there? Is Jeff still in there? I don't even know anymore. But 73, everyone. KB2 UKA.
Good night, Doug.
Good night, Doug.
Good night, Doug. 7-3.
Better have them dozen of roses out for that purchase.
And John, good night. Yeah, you got that right, Brian. I didn't know you were still in there. Yep. And John, take care. You as well. No one get hit by a drone tonight. KB2 UK clear.
I'm in Florida. We'll shoot them down.
You damn right you will. Well, if this thing comes near my house, I'm shooting it. I don't care. 73. All right, guys.
South Carolina has a reputation of knocking down UFOs.
All right, guys. I hope you have a great night. Thanks for riding along with me tonight. And you guys take care and have a beautiful, beautiful Sunday day. Take care.